my beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is the first time that you're on my channel, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. My name's Vanessa Somuayina. I will be your reader today. You guys know me as the Unicorn Mom and your favorite psychic here on YouTube. And in today's Pick a Card love reading, we are going to be figuring out everything about your twin flame. That is right, your person, your soulmate, your forever partner. We are going to be getting into when you will meet them, where you will meet them, what they look like, their personality, their job, their age, their background. Do they have kids, pets, their favorite foods? Where do they even live? And in order to help us to get to the bottom of all of these questions, I have not only prepared 4 groups that you can choose from, but once you've selected one of these 4 groups and received part 1 of your reading, we get even more deeply into figuring out everything about your twin flame in the super accurate and personalized part 2 of your reading, which is based on your zodiac sign. So that's right, you guys, this is another one of my signature 2-part readings where you first get to pick from 4 groups and you then get to add on your zodiac sign's prediction, which makes for the most personalized psychic reading possible. And if you love this type of approach to a Pick a Card tarot reading, of course, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a hearty thumbs up to make sure that it gets pushed out into the YouTube multiverse. So let's get into it, you guys. These are the 4 groups that I've got prepared for you to pick from for part 1 of your reading. Group number 1 corresponds to the Beauty of Horror Tarot deck as well as the Rose Quartz Crystal. Group number 2 corresponds to the Starcodes Astro Oracle deck as well as the Sodalite Crystal. Group number 3 corresponds to the Ephimere Tarot deck as well as the Carnelian Crystal. And group number 4 corresponds to the Magical Spirit Oracle deck as well as the Celestine Crystal. But the timestamps to all 4 of these groups can be found below in the description box as well as pinned to the top of the comment section for quick and easy access from your mobile devices, your tablets, your TVs, and any other device that you may be watching this reading on. So guys, before I give you a little moment of privacy to meditate on these 4 groups, any of you aspiring business owners and creators who want to work alongside me and dozens of others in a community each and every day where we ensure we're all successful and we're combining our spiritual side with traditional business knowledge. I also coach and mentor you by giving you direct feedback on your YouTube channel or business, whichever it is that you're trying to successfully build. Make sure that you download my manifestation and book recommendation guide because that is step number 1 on your journey. I want to already give you knowledge that is insanely valuable. And then in step 2, you will receive all of the info about this beautiful community that I've created. So make sure you get my free PDF downloadable. It's linked below in the description box. All right, you guys, so I'll now give you a little moment of privacy to meditate on the 4 groups. Feel free to pause the video right here if you need a minute just to make up your mind as to which group is the perfect one for you to figure out more about your twin flame. Trust your intuition, trust yourself, and I'll be right back to guide you into your readings. Alright, so by now you've hopefully been able to select one of these 4 groups. I will be getting into the reading, starting off with group number 1, which corresponds to the Beauty of Horror Tarot deck. So if that is the deck that you chose, then simply continue watching. And to all of my other gorgeous groups, as well as signs of the zodiac, I will catch you at the click of your timestamps. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 1. You chose the Beauty of Horror Tarot deck as well as the Rose Quartz Crystal. Let's do a quick close-up of the crystal of your choice. You may have heard of the Rose Quartz before. This is a completely raw and unprocessed Rose Quartz crystal, and this is a stone of love and friendship, which you may have intuitively felt and known when picking your group. But now let's get into your reading to figure out precisely who your twin flame is, when you're going to meet them, where you're going to meet them, and all of the nitty-gritty details about them. So don't forget, this is a 2-part reading. In this first portion, you are going to receive as much info as the universe and your spirit guides want to share with you. But then part 2 is based on your zodiac sign, where you will be receiving even more in-depth, personal, and accurate information. So make sure that you add that on to part 1 of your reading. So let's get straight into it. We've shuffled bold enough, the Ace of Cups, despite this deck looking a little scary, I want you to know the Ace of Cups is always an amazing sign of a new beginning in love. Your twin flame, your soulmate, is someone that you're going to meet that you don't know yet. This is a completely new beginning in love. It's a new relationship. It's not an ex. It's not a situationship. It's nobody that's already had a chance to be with you and kind of messed it up, or you weren't able to follow through on that relationship. No. Your twin flame, they are a new person. Ooh, okay, we have a card that popped right in as I was shuffling that clearly wants to speak within your reading, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So again, despite this deck having its own style, which can seem a little scary, don't be fooled by the fact that these are all signs of you receiving love sooner than you expected, as the Knight of Pentacles is the knight of the element of earth. So this is someone who has Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. That's what that means. And as you can see, they're riding in on this horse. They're riding in with this coin. They want to provide. They want to be there for you. They want to provide time, gifts, vacations, get-togethers that you're going to love, dates. They like planning. And I want you to know here in the Ace of Cups that especially in the beginning phase, you are going to see them putting in so much effort, more than you've ever experienced before in any romantic connection. And the Ace of Cups is a surefire sign that this is something you've never experienced before and you didn't think was actually possible. I see here within the Hermit, which is actually a card of walking away from things that don't serve you, as you can see, because you want clarity, you want light, you want enlightenment. That's what the Lantern stands for. And as you can see here, we've got this kind of bloody hand trying to hold on. What the Hermit means in every tarot deck, again, this is just the style of this deck that's a little bit more dark, creepy, edgy. We still love it though. The Hermit means that you are steering clear of anyone who is telling you to settle for less. And I love that for you, group number one, because you should not be in non-affirming relationships, whether it's your mother, your best friend, or someone that you know that's trying to tell you just settle for less, because the more you actually walk away from settling for less in love, the more you are attracting your twin flame into coming into your life ASAP. We're still going to talk about timing. We're going to talk about when they're stepping into your life, when they're coming into the sphere of your world. And I see here within the turquoise, we have got your true beliefs that are becoming clearer to you. And this prompts you to make necessary life changes, big life changes. So while others, for example, want to go out and party and drink, and maybe even gossip about other people, they don't want to build their businesses like you do. They don't want to create something that is going to last for generations to come. You, on the other hand, group number one, you are making your beliefs so clear and you're living them. You're living a healthier lifestyle than you ever have, and you're so focused on your mental health and well-being that you're not allowing for anyone who is not on the same plane to get into your life and to take you away from your goals. Because you know that in order to attract the perfect twin flame, you want to offer them a person who is healed and a person who is ambitious, independent, and goal-oriented. No matter what your Knight of Pentacles may be able to bring to the table, especially financially, as they correspond to the suit of all things material, right? Pentacles represents material things, earthly things, money. As you can see here, we've got the coin. It doesn't matter to you. You still want to be whole and you still want to show up independent and strong when you meet them. I see here within the Sodalite that you are making healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So your old friends, they're kind of fading into the background, which leads me to see here for you that actually your twin flame is someone that you will meet in a completely new setting of new friends and different people. The Sodalite tells us that for you moving forward in love, socializing, joining into new friend groups is what is going to get you the love life of your dreams. That is what is going to completely change things for you. Only being around other people who have a healthy mindset. Your twin flame is someone who's done the same. Your twin flame is someone who used to have a lot of friends, and a lot of friends who were honestly a little lost, who like to just go out, party, drink, overdo it, and they had to let go of them. They had to let go of that friend circle because they knew that in order to be an amazing partner, to start a family, to be with someone like you, group number one, they would have to become someone who is actually a great person to be in a relationship with, right? And because they want a loyal, caring person like you, they knew they had to become a match for that. So it's basically like you and your twin flame are both working on each other separately. You're healing, and then you're going to find together sooner than you probably expected. Next up, we've got the smoky quartz for you. Now, the smoky quartz crystal is a crystal of clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. For your twin flame to enter your life, you first have to release all forms of negativity. Negative thinking people who themselves, they don't have good relationships, but they want to give you advice. Releasing negative thoughts out of your mind. What I love to do is I love to meditate when I get up in the morning. I try to not immediately turn on my phone because I realize that doesn't make me feel good. When I read of problems and issues, whether it's in my business or people in my private life are already telling me about dramas that are going on around them, I don't want to see it. I don't want the negativity to immediately program me for the day because I know I'm not going to meet my twin flame in that way. I have to clear negativity, and this is precisely what your guides are saying to you, group number one. Get rid of any type of negativity because you and your twin flame, you are cut from the same cloth, but you will be very different from everyone around you. And I see that they themselves are the black sheep in their family. Maybe you're the black sheep in your family because you are a vegetarian, you're vegan, you work out, you have a healthier lifestyle, you manifest, you are into spirituality, crystal, tarots, you are like the woo-woo friend, the woo-woo family member. I want you to know, group number one, first and foremost, that this is a space where you belong. All of you, every single part of you. That's what my channel is for. And then number two is the fact that clearing negativity means not allowing that to get to you, not allowing that to make you feel like you are weird or you're strange. But just know your twin flame is the same kind of quote unquote strange, which then again, when it's the two of you, it becomes normal. It's no longer that you guys are the crazy woo-woo spiritual ones who are over the top. No, you have your healthy routines. Your twin flame likes to go to the sauna. They like to eat healthily. They like to have their green juices. They like to drink their matcha. And I see here that literally any type of compromise you will have to make with them is so minor because both of you have cleared so much negativity out of your lives that any compromises you make are so in balance with what you want. Your twin flame, they don't have negative people in their life anymore. They don't have people anymore in their life who are going to try to come between you and them and destroy the relationship. They don't keep that type of company. That was long ago. They have gone to therapy. They have done inner work, journaling, healing. So when you compromise, for example, with them, it is like compromising about, are we going to the Maldives on vacation or are we going to Bali? Are we going to Peru or are we going to Brazil? Okay, that's the type of compromise I'm talking about here. Are we going to do some sort of herbal retreat or are we going to breath work together? That's what I'm speaking of here. So your twin flame, really, they just bring big, happy changes into your life, group number one. They are the best thing that could have happened romantically for you because finally you are dealing with someone who actually understands the value of who you are. Finally, you are dealing with someone who actually sees how fortunate that they are to have you in their life, and they show you that every single day. They make you feel appreciated. I see here that the big happy changes that are coming towards you as soon as you meet them are changes that you have hoped for, changes that you've dreamed of, changes that you sometimes in quiet moments you weren't sure if maybe perhaps you were expecting too much. You thought to yourself, maybe people are right. Maybe I am just wanting too much from my romantic relationship. But then when it happens for you, then when your twin flame enters your life, you're going to realize that no, it was great that you kept your standard high all along, and you will be so thankful that you did and that you never ever compromised, because then you'll finally get what you deserve. Now in metamorphosis, we've got profound change coming towards you. And when you have this self-awareness and you start to become okay with even being alone, that is when you go through this energetic change and transformation and metamorphosis where you become a completely different person from the inside out. But guess what? It also shows on the outside. It also shows in your face. When you're more relaxed, your face is less tense, and just overall, your energy is a lot more inviting. It's a type of energy that people want to be around. It's an elevated energy. It's a beautiful energy that attracts so many people to you that you'll almost feel like, oh my God, I didn't know all of these people wanted to date me. How am I that attractive all of a sudden? I'm the same person. I didn't undergo any extensive external changes. What's going on here? So I want you to know that in the Nine of Rings, abundance and fortitude, those are the key words of what's coming towards you. And because you are keeping your value high, you are staying so real with yourself about what you deserve, what you desire. What that does is it attracts more abundance to you. It attracts more fortitude around you. It attracts people to understand that, hey, if you really value yourself, they need to be careful. They need to value you. They need to respect you. And your twin flame will respect you from the beginning. I want you to know in metamorphosis that the next glow up, the next big change that you're going through must be completed for your twin flame to then come into your life. They will only be able to enter your life once you have undergone this next step of your transformation. And that may be a transformation that will be done by the end of next week. It might be a transformation that takes months. I have been in a transformation for months, and I know it's probably still going to take a couple months before I'm open to meeting my twin flame. And I want you to trust your intuition on when you are ready and when you're open. However, we'll delve more deeply into the exact when in the zodiac portion of your reading. Now, next up within the B, know that your twin flame is a hard worker, and your twin flame loves hard workers. So you being independent, you being intelligent, you being the type of person who works harder than anyone that they know. You try harder than anyone that they know to do the best that you can in any project, in your friendships, in your relationships. That is so wildly attractive to them. They also love that you are family oriented. Your twin flame is someone who works really hard, and one thing that I'm getting here is that they're able to unify their spirituality with changing people's lives, and they work really hard on this. So your twin flame is, for example, a doctor, a healer of some sorts, someone who changes people's lives while keeping a spiritual touch, like a therapist, for example. They could also own their own business and be selling supplements or be in the health and wellness space. That's another option here for who your twin flame is. And we have a card that popped right out as I was attempting to begin shuffling this tarot deck, the spirit animal tarot deck. And I also see here within the spirit animal that's showing up that your twin flame relationship is one of openness and communication and speaking. As you can see, the nightingale has their beak open, or its beak open. And I want you to know that this here, the symbol, this triangle with the strike through, it represents air. So anytime you see this, you just learned something new. Group number 1, it represents the element of air. So obviously the nightingale, being a bird, represents the element of air, and the element of air always represents communication. It always means speaking, being open, saying what it is that you feel, and communicating for the good of the relationship, for the longevity of your connection. To make the relationship better, you need to know what the other person thinks. They're not afraid of that. They're not afraid of honesty. Honesty is the foundation of your twin flame relationship. And I'm really excited for you, group number 1, because in a lot of twin flame relationships, there can be tons of toxicity. There can be tons of this vibe of keeping things secret out of fear of putting the other person off if you were to be honest about who you truly are. And I'm not getting that here within your reading. I'm not getting that here within your twin flame prediction. What I am getting here within your twin flame prediction is newness in the Ace of Cups, honesty, as well as them wanting to come into your life and basically, like we see here in the Knight of Pentacles, like they want to hold up what they can offer. They're coming into a relationship with you to give, not to just zap you dry of energy, not to just take. And I see here within the Hermit that they have walked away from so many potential relationships that they could have been in because they want to be with someone who is on their level. They have done the one-night stand phase. They have done the phase of being with people temporarily. They're over with that. They're not interested in that anymore, group number 1. And I want you to know that them walking away from that is actually showing you just how mature that they are and just how much healing that they have gone through, that now they want to focus on being someone who's dedicated to just one person. Now, next up in the leap of faith, I want you to know that your twin flame is someone who is a risk taker. Now, we may delve deeply into their zodiac sign during the second portion of your reading when we are basing that off of your zodiac sign, but I want you to know here within the leap of faith that what we have is them not being afraid to take chances, not in business and also not in love. They will take a leap of faith of potentially being rejected or hurt by you because it's worth it to them. It's worth it to them to at least give things a shot, but obviously we already know it's going to work out. But for them, it's like taking a leap of faith, but it is for you as well, group number 1. And I see here within 0 F's given that they don't care about what anyone says about your relationship. They are so solid once they have met you that you are the one, that your twin flame doesn't care what their parents, their friends, their coworkers, or literally the world, anybody thinks, regardless of the relationship status. They know that you are the one, and they know that they're committed to you. And even if people say, well, give it time, get to know this person, get to know group number 1 before you really settle on them or propose or want to be with them forever, or kind of, share so much of yourself with them. But they give 0 F's about what anyone else thinks, especially because a lot of other people don't have the type of connection that you have with your twin flame. And when something is right, they intuitively know it's right. They take the leap of faith and they don't second guess or question themselves because they have a very stable type of divine masculine energy within them, which gives them the courage and which gives them this kind of vibe of once I made a decision, I made a decision, and I don't need to ask anyone for permission. Now, group number 1, this is the first portion of your reading that I've received for you. What you now get to do is scroll down into the description box, click your zodiac signs timestamp, and then you will be fast forwarded to the second, even more intricate part of your reading, where we delve more deeply into everything that you need to know about your twin flame. When you're going to meet them, where you're going to meet them, more details about the relationship. So I will catch you at the click of your zodiac signs timestamp. Hello, my stunning soul of group number 2. You chose the Starcodes Astro Oracle deck, as well as the Sodalite crystal, in order to guide you in your twin flame reading for part 1 of your prediction. This is the gorgeous Sodalite crystal. This is a crystal that helps you to keep your energy level. So even when things are going a little up and down within love, you're on a little roller coaster, you're still going to be able to just stay stable in who you are and control your emotions. So let's see who your twin flame is, when you will meet them, where you will meet them in this first all-important part of your reading before we move into your horoscope, which is based on your zodiac sign. So first up, we've got Leo. All right, the universe and your spirit guides, they did not come to play group number 2. They immediately wanted you to know your twin flame, big Leo energy. That is the energy of the lion. That is the energy of someone who isn't afraid to shine. Leo is ruled by the sun, and Leo is a zodiac sign that can be extremely fun-loving, that loves grand gestures. So Leo can be a little bit dramatic, some people say, but I love Leo. Leo to me is one of the best signs of the zodiac, and I want you to know here that you won't be asking yourself, is this my twin flame? You won't be asking yourself, do they really like me? They are going to show it, and it's going to be abundantly clear. Next up, we've got the sextile, but we had that in reverse. So this card showed up in reverse because what this represents astrologically is that you two are going to be polar opposites in so many different ways, but in the best way possible. So you're going to be the complete opposite of your twin flame. They love pizza, Hawaiian pizza with pineapple. You absolutely detest it. They love, for example, avocado toast. You are thinking to yourself, that's overhyped. I don't need that. They love coffee. You drink matcha in the mornings. That's what I mean with opposites, like in a fun, sweet, romantic way. And I do want you to know here that having this opposite energy in your life, it keeps you open-minded and it keeps you young, because you're not constantly in your own bubble doing things your exact way, but you're open to other approaches as well, thanks to being with your twin flame. Next up, we've got divine timing. Trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it is meant to. I love that this card has showed up because Either in this portion or in the zodiac portion of your reading, whichever one permits, we're going to be figuring out the divine timing when they will enter your life. But your guides, your spirit guides, the universe is trying to already say to you that it will happen when it's supposed to happen. It will happen when it's the perfect time for that relationship to grow. Because there are certain times in your life where if someone comes in, you're either not ready or you're in a mindset where you wouldn't appreciate them yet. And that's okay. We all go through different phases and cycles. If I would have met my twin flame 10 years ago, I'm not sure I would have been the right person to actually stay in that relationship until now. If I would have met my twin flame 5 years ago, there are some experiences that I had to make by myself that are so valuable, that make me who I am today. And you've had those experiences as well. And rather than avoiding those experiences, you are bringing wisdom into your twin flame relationship, which is what is going to keep that relationship a lifelong one. Next up, we've got destiny. So your guides are reiterating the message. Your twin flame is your destiny. The reunion with your twin flame, it's a destined event. You have already been with this person lifetimes ago. This person is someone where when you meet them, it will feel like you've known them forever. They're going to feel so close to you. It's going to feel like you've known them all along. They're not going to feel like a stranger at all, group number 2. It's going to feel like it was destined to be, and you're just going to know that it's right from the beginning. You're not going to be asking yourself any questions about them or the connection. It's going to be clear that this connection was destiny. This connection was fated. This connection was absolutely meant to be. And why it's showing up in the form of a message of a reunion, it's like you heard, you probably picked up on that, what I said, you have been with this person lifetimes ago already. So if you believe that energy is something that just changes form, so even when we perish, doesn't mean we're gone. It just means we've taken on a different form. I want you to know that you've been with them in a form in a previous life. You have already met this person in a past life that you had, in a past existence, in a past form. Next up, we have got compromise. So you know how we spoke about you having your differences. The thing here with compromise and balance is that compromise happens easily when you love someone. Compromise happens easily in a twin flame relationship, and that's also why you won't be asking yourself if you're with the one, if they really like you or not, because they will compromise for you in ways that they have never compromised before. They will compromise for you in ways that they never thought they would make compromises for any other human being, but for you, it's different. With you, they're putting their best foot forward and they're giving it their all. And I do see here that the thing is, they have been hoping to be with someone like you, group number 2, for years. So when they finally find you, it's like, wow, they're so grateful that they continue to believe that their soulmate, their twin flame is actually out here. And your spirit guides are trying to tell you to do the same. You have to believe. You cannot give up. You cannot say to yourself, oh, all people are the same. They're always just playing games and perhaps there's nobody out here who's really going to love me for me. I want you to cancel those thoughts immediately. Cancel that subscription. Get rid of it. That's not a subscription that you need. You are not a member of the Pity Party Club, group number 2, especially not if you're part of my unicorn army. I forbid it. That's not what I teach you on this channel. You are empowered. You are strong. You are beautiful. You are worthy of love that shows respect. You are worthy of a true, pure love that is with a soulmate that actually appreciates you. Next up, we've got the garnet. Now, the garnet is a crystal of purification and detoxification. And the message we're getting here is that it's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So, group number 2, not to call you out, but are there toxins that you're keeping in your life? It could be, for example, heavy metals that you're consuming without even knowing. Toxins could be toxic people that are in your life, negative people that you've been keeping around you for longer than they really deserve to even be around you. It could be toxins in the form of there are certain foods that just don't work well with your body, because life isn't one size fits all. Toxins and nutrition isn't one size fits all. Not in food, not in supplements, and not in human beings. I might be toxic to a handful of people on this planet and I don't even know it. I probably am. And so are you, group number 2. We all are toxic to someone or something, no matter how non-toxic we try to be. So the garnet is about understanding what is toxic to you, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else. Now we have a card that popped right out of the pile as I was shuffling your deck, which is the card that represents the clear quartz crystal. The clear quartz crystal brings the message to let yourself feel all of your emotions, not just the good ones, not just the positive ones, not just the ones that make you feel like, oh, this is a spiritual emotion to feel. No, your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings. It's sending you important messages and important guidance. And your guides are trying to say to you, listen to it. Don't take it for granted. Group number 2, sometimes we try to just push negative emotions away. We try to pretend like they don't exist. And this happens very, very frequently in the spiritual community, I notice as well, this kind of fake positivity. And I would almost say this toxic positivity. So the clear quartz and the garnet is bringing this message that's coming through, I see here, to get rid of toxic positivity. The need to always be happy or upbeat or in a positive mood because otherwise you're quote unquote less spiritual. Don't be worried to feel all of your emotions. If you're worried that that makes you less spiritual, reevaluate what spirituality means to you, because spirituality encompasses everything. Spirituality also means being in tune with the earthly realms, doing a job that you like, and being able to be abundant financially and in a material sense, so you can pay for your health care, so you can be able to buy healthy food, so you can take yourself on trips around the world. All of that is just as spiritual as sitting at home and meditating, as sitting at home and reading some sort of ancient scripture, or taking tarot cards into your daily practice, or doing breath work. So don't feel as though parts of you will be less spiritual or less pure just because you're not always positive. It's okay to not be okay, group number 2. Next up, we've got your tribe, your vibe. Group 2, what your guides are trying to tell you is that your twin flame has an amazing group of people around them, from family to friends, and they are going to invite you into their tribe because it's also going to be aligned with your vibe. You're going to get along so beautifully with all of the people closest to them. And what you're going to love about your twin flame is that they have so many different friends from so many different backgrounds, both socially, economically, but also friends that come from different heritages and countries who speak different languages and so on. So in your tribe, your vibe, the message is not that they only have female friends that dress in this pink latex kind of vibe. This is all about them having a tribe around them that is completely aligned with your vibe, with their vibe, where you just fit right in, and it feels extremely natural for you to have a good friend circle with them. And one thing that this leads to is that you often feel comfortable enough to disconnect from the internet. So not having your emails on all the time, not checking your phone constantly or incessantly. And that's also when you know you're in the right relationship. It's when you aren't afraid to disconnect from the world, and you don't have FOMO, you don't have fear of missing out. You actually feel really in tune whenever you're with your twin flame. You actually feel super in tune when you're with them to just relax and not even think about what's going on in the world, but instead to just be in the moment. So they really help you to live in the moment and to be present. The Two of Wands tells me that your twin flame is a very independent person who strives for a lot of achievement. And that's one of their most favorite things about you as well, that you're a hard worker, that you're a dedicated worker, that you're someone who always strives for higher achievement, and that you're someone who has really big goals. Now, the Two of Wands represents you being independent. Your twin flame loves that, but also being interdependent. So that means being able to truly count on one another. The Two of Wands also represents you taking the lead in parts of your twin flame connection when it comes to planning vacations, or, for example, how your finances are going to be spent and so on. Your twin flame really trusts you with that, and your twin flame is going to meet you during an event where you are in that independent energy. I see here in the Queen of Rings, which is the Queen of Pentacles basically, so it's the Queen of the element of Earth. This represents practicality, generosity, a part of you that is just really in their boss energy. And I want you to understand here that your twin flame loves that. Your twin flame finds that extremely attractive. So meeting them during an event in which you are so connected to the earthly realm, so connected to your work and your job, is where you will meet them. Their personality is extremely entrepreneurial and driven. Their personality is big and fearless. They may not be the loudest one in the room, but their energy speaks volumes. Their energy is the loudest one in the room, and you are destined to be with them. Your divine timing is going to be meeting them at some point in the evening during a get-together. We're still going to delve more deeply into the exact when, but this divine timing is definitely showing up in the sense of them coming into your life during a destined event. The reunion with your twin flame, it is a destined event. It's already written, it's already been decided by the universe, and now it's just about that event taking place, you attending it, you getting to speak to them, and all of a sudden you will be not just reunited in this lifetime, but you will establish that connection, and from there on out you'll basically be together forever. Group number 2, this is the first part of your reading that I've received for you. I now urge you to scroll down into the description box or to the top of the comment section, click your Zodiac Signs timestamp, and then you will be fast forwarded to part 2, which is even more intricate and personal as it's based on your zodiac sign. So it's basically like you putting together your own private reading right here. So click your zodiac sign, and then you'll be fast forwarded to part 2 of your reading to add on to your twin flame prediction, so you can get absolutely every single message that you were meant to receive about your twin flame relationship. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to part 1 of your twin flame prediction. You chose the Ephimere tarot deck as well as the Carnelian crystal. So this is the crystal of your choice. The Carnelian is this beautiful blood red stone that helps to bring back the energy that you may have lost along the way, along your journey of life. So if that's exactly what you need, just know you are currently in the energy of the Carnelian crystal that you chose as we get into your twin flame reading. So we have a card that clearly wants to speak as it popped right up as I was shuffling, which is the Queen of Swords. So here within the Queen of Swords, your twin flame is someone who is super direct. I want you to know that they have feminine and masculine energy that is combined when it comes to communication. Your twin flame is very direct. They let you know how they feel, but they're not the type of person who feels as though they have to be brutally honest. They can be honest without being brutal. They are someone who is very put together, and they work in a job in which they have to be diplomatic. So for example, lawyer, police officer. They're the type of person who knows how to play the game professionally. Next up, we've got the 8 of Wands, which showed up in reverse, but I'm just going to show you what this tarot card looks like upright. So this is the 8 of Wands, and as you can see, we've got a dove that is holding some sort of scripture as it is flying. So what this represents is that they will be texting you a lot, okay? They will be calling you, texting you, keeping in close contact with you. Your twin flame is the type of person that knows how much just validating your feelings does for you. They're a very communicative person, but the thing is, they are extremely communicative only with you. They don't talk to anybody else. So other people will be left on read. They will be left unseen. Other people are not going to be talking to your twin flame very often. As I see here within Sacrifice, that they are very, very protective of their time. Your twin flame is the type of person who does not have a lot of time, so when they sacrifice their time, it's only for super meaningful relationships. Everything else doesn't interest them. So being with you is obviously their most meaningful relationship in their life, and for that, they are going to put in the time. They're going to sacrifice time and energy happily because they want to, because your relationship with them is the most important thing in their life. But everyone else, It's a hard no for your twin flame. And then next up, we've also got the Page of Wands. So I want you to know that they're the type of person that loves to plan. So your twin flame is going to be planning dates. They're going to be planning the get-togethers. If you're wondering whether you've got a twin flame in your life, but this person isn't planning, honey, they're not your twin flame, because your twin flame loves to plan. Your twin flame loves to already know in advance when you're going to see one another next. They love to know when the next thing is happening. They just love to know everything about your future, group number 3, and they don't want to leave things up to chance. They don't like surprises. They don't like leaving things up to chance. They're just absolutely not in a space where that is what they want for their life anymore. Next up, we have got the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is a representation of resolution, of moving on. Your twin flame has completely moved on from their ex. Your twin flame is not someone who holds on to past relationships. Once they're done, they are done. And they hope that the same has happened for you. So group number 3, this is a safe space, right? We are besties and we can talk about anything. That person, whether it's an ex or a situationship that is perhaps still lingering somewhere in the back of your mind, perhaps they are in your phone and every now and then they react to something in your stories. It's time for you to cut those off completely, because that is messing with the energy in your life. That is messing with even your mindset. You know how when you're distracted, if you've got someone in your life, whether it's a new love and you're still looking at everything through rose-colored glasses, whether it's an ex that's all of a sudden popping up again, yeah, sometimes it can feel a little bit as though it's like confirmation that you are cute or wanted or whatever. It can feel like validation, but I want you to know that your guides want to protect you. They want to protect your love life. They want to say to you, move on. Don't allow that person back in, because they are not good news. They're actually terrible news. They are just going to waste your time, and they're going to waste the time that you could have with your twin flame, that you could have with your future partner. Next up, we have got the Dawn of Cups. Now, group number 3, the Dawn of Cups represents curiosity and discovery. The Dawn of Cups is a representation of you actually being with your twin flame and traveling tons. So going to a lot of beach places, beach vacations, going to a lot of tropical countries, flying on all of these airlines that allow you to upgrade your flights, which is one thing that your twin flame loves. They love to travel in luxury, and they love to just hang by the beach and have a nice drink, whether it's an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage. They just like to have a very chill life. They don't like stress. They don't like drama. Next up, we have got the Wheel of Fortune. Group number 3, the Wheel of Fortune represents adaptation. It represents elevation. It represents the fact that, you know, it is really time for you to elevate on your expectations of love and stick to it. You're not asking for too much, group number 3. And sometimes people might make you feel like what you want or expect out of love is too much. You should settle for less, because perhaps they have settled for less. Because when people tell you you want too much, it's often just a reflection of what they think is possible for them. It has nothing to do with what life actually has in store for you, group number 3. And I want you to remember that. One thing that I see in the Wheel of Fortune for you is that moving forward, you are going to adapt to your true desires and only allow people around you who meet those expectations of mutual respect, communication. And I do want you to know here within the Vulture that group number 3, you are in a space where there are a lot of people who want you, including your twin flame. There are a lot of people here who think to themselves, group number 3 is dedicated, loyal, is a kind person, looks good, looks scrumptious. I want a little piece of that. And your guides are telling you to protect yourself, because the Wheel of Fortune tells me that you are this person that has a very positive type of energy of a winner. You have the energy of someone successful. You have the energy of someone that others want to be around. And whenever that's the case, you attract the most amazing people, but sometimes you also attract vultures who want to be with you for status, who want to be with you because it makes them look good or because it gives them something, not because they're interested in a relationship that's mutually beneficial. So next up, within the bear, your twin flame is a protective person. Your twin flame is like a bear. We also have the element of earth here. This symbol represents the element of earth. And they're the type of person that only wakes up out of hibernation when they see that there is some sort of danger. So your twin flame is a very chill person until there's a reason to not be chill, and then you will see a completely different side of them. Then they will become completely protective over you and the relationship. So they are very easygoing, especially when traveling, but as soon as they see any type of danger or vultures, so you are out and about having dinner, or you go to some sort of bar at the beach, you are having a good time, and for example, they use the restroom and someone tries to come up and talk to you, and then they come back and they see that's happening, that's when all of a sudden the vultures really need to seek a safe space, because your twin flame does not play those types of games with you. Your twin flame is mega protective over you, group number 3. Next up, we have got the beaver. So your twin flame wants to build with you. They want to create a life with you. So you will meet them during a time when they are ready to settle down, they're ready to build a home, they're ready to build something together with you. Group number 3, I want you to know here that what the beaver also represents is being open to sharing all of their resources. So that means their finances, that means their time, that means real estate, that means anything that they have built for themselves. They are ready to combine that, and they're ready for you to create one life together. And your twin flame is the type of person, one thing that I am getting is they work in real estate, actually. They work in either insurance or in real estate, as in selling houses, building houses, flipping houses, and they want to create their own kingdom with you. They want to create their own home with you. Next up, we've got the Phoenix, group 3. The Phoenix is a representation of a passion. The Phoenix represents that quote-unquote fire of wanting to accomplish something, of wanting to do something differently, of wanting to finally settle down. So you're sparking a fire in them to want to settle down and have a family, to start a new chapter in their life. You're sparking something different in them, where it's like they're rising like a phoenix from the ashes, and they never knew they had this inside of them, but you bring a very different part of them out. And the Phoenix, as well as the Carnelian, it's such a beautiful and meaningful combination of energy that is being created in your twin flame relationship that did not exist before. You know, when you are talking to someone, it's kind of like when you are in a new relationship, whether it be a friendship or a romantic relationship, and all of a sudden your entire mood and energy changes even when you're not with them. You feel more energized, you feel more positive, you feel kind of like you are more authentic. That is what your twin flame relationship is bound to do. Group number 3, we are going to now delve even more deeply into the how, the when, the where you're going to meet them during your zodiac signs portion of your prediction. I hope that you found part number 1, which we just experienced. I hope that you found this insightful, and I hope that it resonated. But now scroll down into the description box or to the top of the comment section. Click your zodiac signs timestamp, and you will be fast forwarded to the second, even more intricate part of your reading. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to part 1 of your twin flame reading. You chose the Magical Spirit Oracle deck as well as the Celestine crystal to help guide you. This is the gorgeous baby blue Celestine crystal. It is an absolutely gorgeous stone to guide you when it comes to your love life, because it has a very calming and soothing energy that actually brings out all of the true colors of who your twin flame is, when and where you will meet them, and everything that you need to know about this relationship. So let's delve into it, group number 4, and see what your spirit guides have to say. So first and foremost, we have got the mystic, intuition, high priestess, visionary type of energy. What I'm immediately learning here about you and your twin flame is that there is a reason why you want a very specific twin flame. There is a reason why they too want a very specific person. You both are not going to settle for less. You're not going to settle for bare minimum. And I do want you to know here within the mystic that what's important for you to keep in mind, group number 4, is that nothing that you desire out of love is unrealistic, and nothing is quote unquote too much. If anybody tries to make you believe that that is the case, it's more of a reflection of what they think is possible for them. It has nothing to do with your twin flame relationship, because I see that there's a reason why you want a very specific type of relationship and connection. You are worthy of beautiful things. The servant queen. The servant queen shows us here that you are such a giver. You are such a carer, group number 4. You are the type of person that always tries to be there for other people. And the thing here within you are worthy of beautiful things is that it shows that finally when you meet your twin flame, it will be that sign. It will be that culmination of, I'm so grateful that I did not settle for less, and I'm so grateful that past relationships didn't work out, because your twin flame is going to give you everything that you deserve, from time to energy to attention to material things to everything in between. They want to provide on every type of spiritual plane. And I want you to know here that you will know that there's a reason why everything before them did not seem to work out. Now, next up, we have got the eternal center. The eternal center is a representation that there is a place within you, still, calm, steady, eternal. You are someone who is eternally protected, and whenever you're feeling all over the place about love, or you're feeling unsure, or you're doubting yourself, group number 4, your twin flame is trying to say to you, just come to center, sit in this cross-legged position, meditate for a moment, just be calm, okay? Give your nerves a moment to adjust to any situation that you're dealing with. Sometimes we get so emotional over things that don't deserve that type of emotional response. And I want you to know here in the eternal center that you have that guru part in you, of being able to be in a meditation, to drop into a space of relaxing, even in what seem to be the most stressful situations. And you are meant to be with someone who is super chill, someone who does not allow for anything to stress them out, because if you struggle with anxiety, if you struggle with depression, with bipolar, with feeling like your emotions are often out of whack, maybe it's also because you have PCOS, you have irritable bowel syndrome, there are just things going on in your body that are outside of your control. This will truly be a healing relationship that makes your nerves really calm. Next up, we've got space, time, and self. Trust in the places you feel guided towards. One thing that I want you to know here about your twin flame is that you are being guided towards them divinely. You don't have to do anything, group number 4. There's a reason why you're here receiving this reading, and it's confirmation to just stay on your path, okay? I want you to understand here that you were meant to find them in this lifetime, and you are being guided towards them inch by inch. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Space, time, and yourself is developing exactly how you're supposed to develop before meeting them. And I just want you to know here that you are in a space where this part of you, this life that you're living, is meant to have a twin flame in it. And it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of, I don't want to say patience, but you allowing life to unfold, and you will meet them the more quickly that you relax about the topic of love and your twin flame. And looky here, we've got twin flame. You can't make this stuff up. The next message we received is, in all honesty, the twin flame card. It seems crazy, but it's just always happens this way with these cards. They are so divinely connected. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will guide you towards them. Literally, again, the word guided. We already had that here within space, time, and the self. Guided is underlined on this card. And I want you to know here, guided, trusting that you're being guided, trusting that you're on the right path, trusting that guidance is here for you, that your twin flame is someone that you will be divinely brought towards, divinely guided towards. And if you have ever asked yourself, who are your guides? What am I being guided towards? How can I initiate more guidance? Group number 4, you are being guided by a divine force that loves you, by a divine force that is protecting you, and also by your inner compass, which is your intuition. And I see here within true love that your twin flame is your true love. This is confirmation. Out of all of the cards we could have received within this deck, we've received true love right after the twin flame card. A deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. I want you to know here, your twin flame is someone who truly loves you, and it goes beyond any type of superficial attraction. It goes beyond anything that is just about how you look or how you can increase their status or what they can gain from being with you, or even just it being a physical relationship, right? That is only rooted in physical pleasure. This is a real connection of the soul. This is a real connection of the mind, the body, and the spirit. And I see here within falling fast, love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Your twin flame and you, when you are together, when you meet them, you're going to fall so quickly. You're going to fall for them in seconds, it feels like. It's going to feel as though you have finally arrived home and you're falling so deeply in love with them. It will feel as though you've never fallen for anybody else so hard, so quickly, so intensively. But don't forget your friends and your family. Don't forget your surrounding. And it's not because there's anything wrong with falling in love and enjoying that. Make sure you do enjoy that, group number 4. But this is just about remaining in balance, remember, about remaining calm and steady. And going from one extreme to the next is unnecessary stress on your body. It's unnecessary cortisol levels rising, right? That is our stress hormone. You don't need that. You absolutely deserve balance and calm. You deserve to fall in love calmly, even though it's happening quickly. You deserve to fall in love steadily, even though it feels like the most beautiful kind of experience that isn't the norm, that isn't everyday emotion. And falling in love is something that I see happening for you with your twin flame. True love, soulmate love, forever love. That is what we're receiving as your divine messages here, group number 4, which I love to be able to tell you, which I love to be able to see within your reading. Now let's move a little more deeply into it. We've got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is a card that represents you building your kingdom with your twin flame. So this will happen when you both have the resources to start building. And I don't just mean financially. That's not the most important resource. I mean, when you are both open to making time for a real relationship. And when you are both open to making time for it, means that you have established yourself to a certain level in your career, and now you're ready to actually focus on building with them. Doesn't mean that you're not still working hard on your career. It doesn't mean that you're not still going to build your business or become even more successful professionally. What this just means is that you are able to spend time building with them. You are able to create a life together with your twin flame. And the Ace of Swords shows that there will be a huge breakthrough where you see that with them, you go way further. With them, you are a lot more mentally focused. The Ace of Swords represents that with them, you have so many fresh, new ideas on not just business and entrepreneurship, but also lifestyle, like how you can biohack, how you can be as healthy as you possibly can be, how you can experience so many wonderful things in life together, how you can build a life that you will remember and that you will love forever. And I want you to know here in the Ace of Swords that literally these breakthroughs and feeling like they really get you. That's what I see in the Ace of Swords. It's like your twin flame is finally someone that just gets you. You can be in the same room with them And you don't have to constantly be talking. You don't have to constantly be communicating. You don't have to constantly be explaining how you're feeling, what you're going through, what's on your mind. They just get you. And it's just chill. It's just a very, very, very chill relationship that is so solid. So nobody has to prove anything. You just know you're here for one another, and that's it. I see here within the trine that what happens with your twin flame is you're in this symbiosis, which means you kind of just work in tandem together really well. So they have an appointment, great, you're going to go with them because there's a coffee shop nearby where you love to drink matcha and just do remote work. You want to go for a trip to this tropical place, great. They want to come there because they want to take awesome photos, and you get great photos for your social media because they're an avid photographer. You want to start your own business, amazing. They are great at accounting, or they know about sourcing products or building websites. So there's this symbiosis where you're always helping one another to grow, to actually live your dreams. It's like one hand washes the other. It's a beautiful dynamic. Next up, we have got opposition. What that will do is it will confront you with a lot of fears that you had. So group 4, you may have had fears of letting someone in so closely. You will be confronted with the fears of letting someone see you at your most vulnerable state, see you at your beginning state of building something, of not knowing what you're doing. It will make you vulnerable in the sense of you have to confront the part of you that does not want to open up so much, that does not want to make themselves vulnerable, that doesn't want to allow for someone else to have so much power over being able to hurt you potentially. But letting that guard down, letting those walls down is absolutely essential for your twin flame relationship to thrive. So at the beginning, there will be some resistance within you of actually showing your true self and actually being so vulnerable around them until they have proven that they are safe to be around, until they have proven that they are someone that you can trust with your heart. And I see here within Pluto that what then happens is a complete rebirth. The Plutoid is a heavenly body. Some say it's a planet, some say it's not. That's not the point of this card and this message. The message here is that your twin flame relationship is like a complete rebirth of what you thought was true. You may have always thought that eventually people will disappoint you, eventually love will hurt you, eventually things will go south, but your twin flame relationship is showing that it absolutely doesn't need to be that way. It absolutely does not have to be a repetition of what once was or what seems to be the norm. And I want you to know here that it's also a rebirth of your trust in people. It's a rebirth of you becoming more trusting in the world and in humanity and in love. And within progressions, it is a journey. It is your journey. It is destined to be your journey. Group number 4, there's a reason why you are going on this journey with your twin flame, why you are meant to go on this journey of emotion, of trust, of learning to love again, of learning to let your guards down, of also trusting that you've made the right decision to do so with this person. It is such a beautiful, amazing journey that you are meant to be on, and that's also a big reason why your twin flame is being brought into your life by the universe, because they're meant to teach you this lesson. They're meant to go with you on this journey of coming back to trusting in love and enjoying love and experiencing love. And I see that it's a very long journey. So this relationship is going to be a very long one, which means that they're going to come into your life sooner than you expected for the relationship to even have time to progress and to be so long, for the relationship to even be a twin flame relationship that lasts a lifetime. I see here within the black egg that you will meet them during a time when you're actually not looking for anything at all. So you're in your city, you're walking around, you are not even thinking about meeting anyone, you're not even thinking about being with a lover, and bam, you bump into them. All of a sudden, you start a conversation with a stranger. You're a little bit shaken because it doesn't happen very often. People don't really chat you up so much. You don't meet that many new people, especially not new love interests. But then all of a sudden it happens, and it happens so quickly that only afterwards, after you have exchanged numbers, you're realizing, wow, okay, this could be something. This was really interesting. You will literally think in your mind, wait, I remember Vanessa's reading. Did I just meet my twin flame? And that's where I can see here within the elephant that from the beginning, you will realize that all of the experiences you've had until you bump into your twin flame, they were meant to make you wise. They were meant to make you strong. They were meant to also make you have boundaries and enforce them. Because people always test other people's boundaries. And your twin flame, they will be testing your boundary as well. They will be doing just little things to see whether you pick up on it. Like, for example, not texting you for the day. They will do that after a couple of weeks just to see how you react. And when you immediately don't even play those games and you don't even have to like pretend to play it cool and you just say like, what is this? Like, I'm not into this. I'm not doing this. I didn't like this. I got worried when I didn't hear from you in the time span that I usually do. They will realize, oh, okay, group number 4 isn't playing around, and group number 4 knows what they want, and they're not here to play games. And if I can't meet the standard, they're just going to basically take action on cutting me out of their life. So just going to be an absolutely tiny thing where immediately they will notice here within the zebra that you are all about making sure that whatever you do is in alignment in love, and you're not settling for anything else. The zebra represents the element of fire, and the zebra is an animal that is super unique. And even if other people might accept behaviors that you will not accept, for you, group number 4, your twin flame relationship is a unique one, and you don't care if anyone else agrees with how you are handling and living your relationship, because it's your relationship, it's not theirs, it's nobody's business, and you want your relationship a certain way, and that's what you're going to have, group number 4. So we're going to move a little more deeply into your twin flame reading by now moving into the portion of this video that marks part 2, which is based on your zodiac sign. So scroll down into the description box or to the top of the comment section, then click your zodiac signs timestamp, and you will be fast forwarded to the second, even more intricate portion of your reading, group number 4, and I'll catch you during your zodiac signs predictions. Hello, my gorgeous Aries baby, and welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your twin flame reading, where we delve into exactly where, when, and how you're going to meet your twin flame, and all of the additional information that will be coming throughout your private reading. So let's get into this, my gorgeous Aries. We've got take action, and then we've also got a no and ask for help from others. So my Aries, if you have been taking action, if you have been trying everything that you can in your life to push forward, to do it all, to be successful in your career, to find the love of your life, to just be this person who has everything together, but you're feeling burnt out, you're feeling like you've tried everything and nothing is working, ask for help from others, all right? Go to therapy, get yourself a coach, a mentor, a fitness trainer. Ask for support from those closest to you. The thing with you is that you often try to be so strong for yourself and everyone around you that you forget that you also need breaks. You also need recuperation. You also need time to rest. Now, what does this have to do with your twin flame? You're going to meet them during a resting period. You cannot meet them when you're constantly taking action, when you're constantly in overdoing and overexertion mode. You're only going to be attracting people who like when you're in that energy, and your twin flame is not that person. Your twin flame is not someone who likes when you're stressed out. Your twin flame is someone who likes to see you relaxed. We have got progressions, and then we've also got Leo. So your twin flame has strong Leo energy within their birth chart, which is also a fire sign, just like you, my beautiful Aries. And they're the type of person who is all about progress and all about longevity. Your twin flame is not the type of person who likes short-term relationships, and right now they are traveling. As you are receiving this reading, they are on a trip. They are on the other side of the world. They travel a lot for their work, and right now they are far, far away geographically speaking, but the more that you focus on healing yourself, your body, your mind, the closer that you will get to bumping into them. because right now they might be geographically in a different part of the world, but when they return next week and you're, for example, in that coffee shop and they're in line waiting for their coffee, you are all of a sudden way closer to one another than you expected. But if your energy is one of haste, they will make that split-second decision of not talking to you. But if your energy is one of feeling centered, grounded, and you are in your relaxed and soft energy, that will give you the opportunity to actually initiate contact with them. Next up, we have got the wolf. Now, the wolf represents you being in an energy of earth. This is the symbol of earth. This is the symbol of being grounded. As a fire sign, as an Aries, you are filled with more energy than most other signs of the zodiac. You are very enthusiastic, you're very outgoing, you're energetic, you're a huge pioneer. And because of that, a lot of people have very high expectations for you. And I see here within the wolf that this can make you a bit of a loner. Some people may have accused you of having an RBF, resting bitch face, and that is just because you go through so much and you have to carry so much weight that a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people don't get it. And rather than actually thinking for a second about, hey, this person has a lot of weight that they're carrying, this person has a lot that they're going through, maybe that's why they're like that, maybe that's why they're quiet, maybe that's why they're not always initiating everything that I would want them to initiate. Maybe they're thoughtful, maybe they're exhausted. No, people don't think that far. And because of that, some people might judge you. And your twin flame is a lone wolf as well. And they totally get the energy of having so much to do that you don't always have time to try to coddle everyone else's feelings. Even though you try to do your best, at times that can also slip up. Now, the rabbit is a representation of fertility. The rabbit represents actually starting a family with your twin flame. The rabbit represents good fortune and good luck. So your twin flame is someone who will bring more good fortune into your life. If you are dating someone, Aries, and you don't feel like they're bringing better fortune into your life, they are not your twin flame. If you are dating someone and they have never brought up starting a family with you, they're probably not the one, because your twin flame would be honored. Your twin flame is obsessed with the thought of being with you forever. And here within the Forbidden Forest, we have a very deep message for you, which is that you are so brave to keep on going the way that you do. This is a card that is speaking to you about your bravery, Aries, and how brave you are for still standing. How brave you are that despite what you've gone through, you're still here. You're still strong. You are still a kind person. You are still giving, regardless of what anyone has done to you in the past, regardless of challenges you have faced in life. The Forbidden Forest is a representation of your bravery, your persistence, also redemption, and the fact that to whom much is given, much is expected, and you have been tested. My beautiful Aries, you have definitely gone through some tests in your life, but I want you to remember that every time you pass one of these tests, you are one of the few people who were able to still stand strong and still stand in a tall position of understanding that regardless of what happens, you can deal with it. And your twin flame is on the other side of a lot of these struggles that you have been through. I see here within Harmony that your twin flame has had some really toxic relationships. Harmony represents this fairy and the sunflowers. So if you're an Aries, leave a sunflower emoji below in the comment section, because that is the only way that I or anyone else would know that you are actually an Aries currently watching your reading. And the Harmony represents ease, inner child, softness type of energy. May sweet and soft things find you. And I want you to know that what this means is your twin flame relationship, it's not a struggle relationship. It's not a relationship of wondering, of not knowing where you stand, of just being in the presence of someone that makes your mental health worse. Your twin flame relationship is the total opposite, okay? It brings you clarity, it brings you healing, it brings you stability. This is a reminder that if you are in a situationship or you are dealing with someone and you are not feeling better, they are not the twin flame of your life. They are not the person that you are meant to be with, because your person brings harmony and softness and gentleness. Now, within Create and Progress, I want you to know that your twin flame is someone that loves when you're artsy. They love when you're in your creative energy. They love when you're making things from scratch or you're making things with your bare hands. That's very attractive to them. Your twin flame is someone who likes to see you progress in everything that you love doing when it comes to art, when it comes to creativity. They love to see you become more successful. And here comes the kicker, my gorgeous Aries, is because they feel like the ship has kind of sailed for them. So they are vicariously living through you when it comes to creativity, when it comes to some of the dreams that they feel they're too old for or have already come and gone. So they love to cheer you on. And one thing that I'm getting here is that you probably have an age gap with your twin flame. You probably have a gap in age that you did not expect. So let's see what that's all about. Okay, we've got 20. We've got the number 20, and I absolutely don't want you to freak out if you find that to be a lot. So that is one option that we've got here. And then let's see what else we've got. We've also got 12. So the number 2 is showing up for you in your age gap. So one thing that we've got here between you and your twin flame is that there is this gap in age. There's a little bit of a gap in you and your career statuses. So they may have been in their career for 20 years and they're kind of bored of it. They feel as though they have reached their peak. Whereas for you, you're perhaps just 12 months in. You're just starting out. It's just been a year of trying, of posting on social media, of putting yourself out there, of trying to make your creative business work. So it's just two very different worlds, and they love to be part of your world. They love to be part of what it is that you're creating. I want to know precisely what month you will meet them. All right, we've got the month of May. We've got the number 5. So the number 5 is the month or day that you're going to meet them on, my gorgeous soul. The number 5 is a number of kind of challenge, in the sense of you're wrestling with yourself that day about whether you should go out or not, but then you will know it was the best decision ever to have pushed yourself to leave your home anyways and go out into the world. So my gorgeous soul, my gorgeous Aries, this is the reading that I received for you in regard to your twin flame. I hope that this was insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. Wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Taurus babies, and welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your twin flame reading, which is based on your zodiac sign. I trust that part 1 found you in great spirits and that it resonated, but now let's delve even more deeply into your love reading by figuring out all things Taurus related with your twin flame. So let's see precisely what's happening between you and your twin flame, when they're coming, where they currently are. So we've got easy does it and socialize or join in. I'm getting this summer vibe of socializing, going out to a get together, a cookout, where there's going to be grilling, there's going to be open air, summer vibes. One thing that I get here within Sapphire is the easy does it vibe of your health, your happiness, abundance, and love, that all of that requires a gentle approach to life and work. And then the Sodalite is a crystal that represents making healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So going out, but in a very comfortable setting, like we spoke about in the Sapphire, a setting that is not uptight, where everyone is just in a chill mood. And what I'm definitely getting here is an outdoorsy type of energy that's radiating. So I'm getting green grass, I'm getting a backyard or a park, and your twin flame being someone that you just talk to naturally. Next up, we have the Angelite, which represents a spiritual or religious community. So whether you are spiritual or religious, you are invited to the party here on this channel. You guys know this is open to all. But in relation to your twin flame, you will have the exact same belief system as they do. And you're joining in with like-minded people for friendship, increased spiritual growth, whether you are spending time with people who are from your same religious background or church, or you're a very free-spirited, more spiritual person. I want you to know here that your twin flame and you will connect so deeply over philosophy that has to do with your spiritual beliefs, that has to do with your own spirituality. And it's a beautiful way for you to start a connection with someone because it's very deep. It's not just a surface level connection that you're getting into. And as a Taurus, you cannot stand small talk. You are allergic to it. You're not good at it. You don't like it. You don't feel comfortable with it. And I just want you to know here that the connection with your twin flame starts off with a deep conversation about philosophies with love, relationships, but also life and death. That's what you will be talking to your twin flame about the first time when you meet them. Next, we've got the best case scenario and also master number 33. Now, what this stands for is that your connection with your twin flame, it's the best case scenario. It's the best thing that could happen to you. Now, the best case scenario meaning they're coming into your life at just the right time. They're coming into your life during a time where you're healed enough to invite a new connection in, but you're also not in a place where you feel like you're overworked to the point that you can't make any time for them. They are the best case scenario because your twin flame is someone that understands you on a far deeper level than anyone ever has before. And within sacrifice, I do see that you will be sacrificing time that you might otherwise be spending with friends, family, perhaps even situationships to be with your twin flame. But we all have to make sacrifices, right? If we want to be successful, we have to sacrifice time and energy to put towards our hobbies or our job or our business if we want that to be successful. If we want successful relationships, we have to sacrifice time and energy to pour back into those relationships. It's normal. It's a natural cycle of life. It's a natural cycle of achieving anything as a human being. And I see here that you are full on taking action when it comes to your twin flame because it is reciprocated. Now, you are one to not take action too quickly or to set your mind to anything that you're not 100% sure is going to work or that seems vetted or rooted in scientific backing. You don't like that. As a Taurus, you value stability, you value things that seem to be a calculated risk. You don't like wild risks that don't really make sense for you logically. And here with your twin flame, a message that I'm getting is that they will give you so much of a feeling of security and they will have taken so much action towards planning with you, towards making sure that it's clear that they want to be with you. And I see here the card that popped right side up just as I was shuffling for us to receive your next message is opposition. So they don't want any opposition. That's why this card flipped itself right side up just as I was shuffling for us to delve more deeply into your reading, Taurus. Opposition is about confrontation. They confront the fact that they are not just going to kind of give a half-ass attempt of being with you. They're not doing that. They don't want any opposition. They are not going to allow for anything to come between you and them. They would rather perish. They would rather unalive, okay? They do not want to leave anything up to luck or anything up to your imagination. They're making it clear they want to hang with you, they want to be with you, they're calling you, they're making plans. And I do see here in the South Node that it reminds you a lot, oh, wow, we've got master number 33 again. Do you see that? Do you see that? Master number 33 again. And we had that in a best case scenario. Think about master number 33, angel number 333, and that showing up for you. Here we have 53, 53 in sacrifices, 53 in opposition. Take action is 35. Every single numbered card has the number 3 in it. My gorgeous Taurus, this is a divine sign. This is the universe telling you 333. That is your twin flame angel number. That is your love number. That is the number that's guiding you towards your twin flame. And I want you to think here in the South Node about when in the past have you ignored your intuition? Have you ignored 333? And perhaps even just walked blatantly by your twin flame because you didn't even realize that this was your sign and this was your time. So my gorgeous Taurus, this is really deep. This is very insightful. And one thing that I'm also seeing here within the South Node is that your twin flame is coming to you sooner than you expected. Way sooner, perhaps even at the time of you receiving this reading. They're already somewhere in your life. They're already far closer than you think. They've moved to the neighborhood next to you. They've already connected with you on social media. You already have their number. Within Wish, I see someone you wished for is coming into your life. It's happening very, very quickly. Either they're already in your life as you're watching this reading, and this is confirmation for you, or they're coming right thereafter. They're coming into your life literally days, maybe 1 to 2 weeks after you've received this reading, Taurus. Your twin flame is meant to be. They're nearer, closer than you ever thought. And follow your angel numbers. That's a big message that I'm seeing here. That's something that's being repeated so frequently that your guides, your angels, they want you to be aware of this message. Next up, we've got the star. The star represents your hope and optimism. This is powerful. It's a powerful love magnet. And you being a star, you having the star show up within your reading, it is actually a sign of optimism that you are a powerful love magnet yourself right now, and that right now is a time for love to come into your life, especially if you've been single for a while. So Taurus, your love life is going to change for the better very quickly. This is a relationship that's meant to be yours. It's a relationship that's coming in heavy, quickly, instantly. Do also know in numerology, the number 3 is a number of collaboration, which again really beautifully confirms the getting together at a barbecue, getting together outside, at a get together with other people, speaking really deeply. So going from a group setting to speaking one-on-one, and all of a sudden everything around you seems to not even exist anymore. If you've ever been at a get-together at a party and you got into a very deep conversation with someone about a topic like love, like life and death, like work, fulfillment, all of these things that you can go really deep with, and you notice that all of a sudden the entire room became almost silent or quiet, and all that was going on was the conversation between you and the person you were speaking to. That's what you will shift into when you meet your twin flame, and you'll know this is the one because exactly that is happening. That's the hallmark of when you meet them. So my gorgeous Taurus baby, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you found this insightful. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you would like my psychic help and insight in starting your own business or your own successful YouTube channel, check out the link below in the description box for my downloadables and for all the ways in which we could work together. So my gorgeous Taurus baby, this is a reading that I received for you. I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Welcome, my gorgeous Gemini baby, to the second, even more intricate part of your twin flame reading, where we talk all things Gemini and we delve deeply into what is coming towards you when it comes to your twin flame. We already have a card that popped right out of the pile as I was shuffling, and then we're of course going to add the top of the deck of the freshly shuffled deck into your reading as well. We've got helpful people and also asking your angels. I want you to know that sometimes when it comes to love, the best thing to do is to ask your guides, your angels, spirit, or God, and then to go to the most helpful people that you know in order to calm your mind. Gemini, you are an air sign. What that means is that you overthink a lot. You are great at communicating and telling stories. People love being around you for that reason, because you are so fun, you're so witty, you're very intelligent, you're very fast. But often that sharp mind of yours can get in your own way because you tend to overthink. You can tend to draw conclusions very quickly that are coming from a place of anxiety. So literally your guides are trying to say to you, ask for help from others. Don't be afraid to ask for help from others when finding your twin flame. Helpful people, asking your angels, ask for help from others. It couldn't be any clearer, Gemini, that you are going to meet your twin flame through friends, through close acquaintances, through perhaps even a matchmaking service, through joining some sort of community in which your twin flame is going to be as well. Like if you are a health nut and you join a running club, or you love biohacking and you go to a seminar about it, maybe you're really into business and you join some sort of business group. I want you to know that also speaking to others, not in a desperate way, but in a way of just saying like, yeah, I'm single and I'm open to meeting someone amazing. And I do see here that you will be introduced to your twin flame by people around you. So keep your relationships healthy, okay? Keep your relationships intact. Because I do see that your twin flame is closer than you probably think and is already friends or acquaintances with someone that you know. Next up, we've got opposition. So within opposition, I want you to understand that you might have been getting in your own way of just meeting your twin flame by trying to play it a little too cool. Some of your friends and family might not even be aware of the fact that you are super single, that you're super open to meeting your twin flame, so they never made the suggestion. So make it clear that you're open without being desperate, of course. Literally, look what we've received next, the solar calm. You can't make this stuff up. Clarify. Clarify your situation. Because through clarity, you can make a connection. Through clarity, anything is achievable. Even, for example, in business and entrepreneurship, through clarity, you can get clients and customers. Through clarity, you can find love because you're making it very clear that you are available. So you have to be very clear in your messaging about what it is that you're open to. And I know it sounds almost like you're some sort of like product, like you're this marketing thing, right? But I want you to know here, my gorgeous Gemini, that it is just as important for you to position yourself as available in the market as it is to position a product in a way that people who would want the product, would want to buy it, can find it. Because that's basically, I know it sounds strange, but that's almost like what you are on the dating market, right? You are part of the product. Your twin flame is also a product, and you have to both position yourselves in a way that you can view them and see them as single and available and even start speaking to them. Next up, we have got stormy. I see here that you will meet them during a time where the weather is basically bad, stormy, it's rainy. Personally, I like rainy weather. I don't understand why a lot of people say rainy weather is bad weather. I appreciate it. I love it. To me, it's like the earth is being nourished. The earth is being hydrated with water. Storms, thunder, that's what I see here. And you're kind of chained to being indoors because it's a little dangerous outdoors because of just how stormy and windy that it is. And then I do see here with an endless serendipity that you're going to meet them through friends, through acquaintances. It's going to be an indoor thing. So think, for example, at someone's house, a mall, a get-together, a celebration like a wedding or an anniversary, because there's endless serendipity. So there's a party going on, there's a get-together, there's fun. People are having a good time. That's when you're going to meet your twin flame. You're going to meet them through a get-together around people that you love and that are very close to you. And when you make it clear to them, oh yeah, you're totally single and someone great just stumbles across your way, sure, you're not going to say no to it. And then I see here with an unseen, love can be blind, and sure, you're not overlooking red flags. Now, your guides and angels and the universe is trying to say to you that in the past you may have overlooked some red flags, and now is a time for you to not leave those on unseen, okay? Open that message up when you're getting a red flag. Be so real with yourself about it. Be so real with yourself about the fact that you perhaps have overlooked some red flags, and it's time for you to honor yourself by not overlooking them and not wasting your time with people who are not your twin flame. Oh, wow, we've got the X. Okay, so Spirit is really calling you out today, Gemini. Healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. Be so patient with yourself about healing from your ex. Be so patient with yourself about the fact that you're just human, and we fall for people's words often, and then when they don't meet up with people's actions, that can really hurt. It can be very disappointing. The X I see here is going to try to make an appearance, a reappearance into your life, and you're not going to mistake them for your twin flame, because you know they're not your twin flame. You know that deep within, your twin flame is someone who is going to honor you, they're going to respect you, they're not going to make you feel less than, they're not going to make you feel any negative emotion about love the way that your ex did. And I do see here that your ex is basically just a test. Are you ready to properly move on? Are you ready to stop unseeing the red flags, basically? So next up, we've got balance. Remind yourself that love and life, it's a test of balance. It's a test of fun times, times of things just working out. And also sometimes you will have these little tests of, okay, have you really healed? Have you really grown? Are you really ready for your twin flame? And that's what's coming next for you during the get together and the party. Cleanse, okay? Get that sage out, get your crystals, get your incense, cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Your guides are saying it is an amazing, fantastic, very much necessary time right now for you to cleanse. So as soon as you're done your reading, Gemini, cleanse yourself. Even if it's taking a shower, sitting in the bathtub, if you can, if you've got one. These are all ways of you cleansing your energy, because you're going to want to make sure that you're getting rid of any old unnecessary energies once you have decided that you are ready for your twin flame. One thing that's coming through in your message is you have to decide and then go out. Decide and then ask for help from others, and it is very much within your control how quickly that can happen. But you can also postpone that for years or decades if you wanted to. So this is a fork in the road that's up to you, Gemini. What path are you going to choose? What journey are you going to take? And how much do you want your twin flame to be in your life sooner rather than later? Those answers are entirely up to you. This is the reading that I've received for you, my gorgeous Gemini, and I hope that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. Leave a little lightning bolt emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you were here, because that's also the only way anyone would know that you are a Gemini, and a Gemini that watched their reading all the way to the end. And for any of my other resources, just check the description box. Everything that you need to know is down there if you have any further questions. And my beautiful Gemini babies from all across the world, I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my beautiful fellow Cancerians. Welcome to part 2, which is even more intricate and in-depth about your twin flame. I trust that you enjoyed receiving part 1 of your reading, but now we'll delve even more deeply into everything about your twin flame that you need to know. So we've got Sagittarius, and we have also got Saturn. I love this combination because for one, in Sagittarius, we have a fire sign that is expansive and that brings you out of your shell as a Cancerian. And then for 2, in Saturn, we also have a placement for them that shows they're super structured while still being someone who is very creative and who isn't afraid to go on adventures. So they bring structured adventure, which is perfect for Cancerians because, first of all, they get you out of your shell to do things that are otherwise too uncomfortable for you, or that are new or scary or give you anxiety. And then second of all, because they're not just taking you on a wild ride or on something that seems like an unpredictable roller coaster, like a trip to another country that's just stressing you out because nothing is planned. They are doing adventure combined with planning, meticulous planning. So you can leave your brain at home with your Sagittarian, with your twin twin flame, you can leave your brain at home with your Sagittarius in Saturn, Saturn in Sagittarius, however you'd like to say it, because they have already planned your trip, where you're going to stay, the day trips you're going to go on. They've planned the dinners. They've planned when you have to be at the airport, when you have to grab the Uber. They have planned the upgrades for your flights. They have planned everything possible. The flame loves to create itineraries and structure, and that gives you security even though you're doing so many new things with them. And they also have Pisces within their birth chart. So for all of you who are not astrology geeks, your zodiac sign is called your sun sign, but there's also a thing called your moon sign or your rising sign. There are different placements in your astrology chart for each planet. So your Saturn might be in Sagittarius. Your zodiac sign, which is your sun sign, it might be in Pisces. So I want you to know they've got strong Pisces energy within their birth chart, which is a fellow water sign, just like you. So they understand your sensitivity. That's why they're your twin flame, because they get you more than anyone else. They've got your back like your favorite sweater. And because they totally understand that you need structure, you need clarification about what's happening, you need validation of your feelings and your emotions, and you need them to check in with you via phone calls and text messages and making it clear what the plan even is for you to actually feel comfortable in an adventure and to want to go on an adventure. They understand all of that because they have this Pisces in them. Because at the beginning, you may have thought to yourself, a Sagittarian like that sounds like a fairy tale. That doesn't sound like a real Sagittarius, to be honest with you. But now we know why, and it's because actually they get you more than you thought possible, because they understand you on a deeper emotional level. So let's move more deeply into this reading. We've got confessions for you. Now, your twin flame is someone who is going to confess to you how much that they love you, how much that they care about you, and they're not going to keep it a secret. It won't be easy for them, but they're going to confess it. They're going to say it out loud. It's not going to be them just basically texting you or saying it in a way that's cryptic. They're going to say it very clearly. And a card that popped right out as I was shuffling is the updates to your system card. And I want you to know here within updates to your system that your Sagittarius is someone who loves tech and new gadgets. And if your phone or your laptop has been left on a lot of updates not being installed, a lot of reminders that you keep pushing to tomorrow and the next week, trust me, my gorgeous Cancerian, they will get you completely up to date in every way that you need to be up to date, and in every way in which you have been sleeping on using technology to your advantage, because there are a lot of ways in which you can save costs and time and energy if you just used your phone and your laptop more effectively, and they know all of the tricks of sorting the emails, of getting the coupons, of using ChatGPT and Canva and all of these things so that you can live your best life. And then we've also got the horse with the crescent moon on its forehead between its eyes, which tells us here that they're someone who loves freedom, but they're also very intuitive about including you in the plan of freedom. You and your twin flame, you're going to travel the world because they love freedom, but they intuitively know when they have to give you a little bit of extra comfort and support to make you feel safe and secure to go on the trip, so that you don't end up just feeling anxious and hyperventilating. I see here within the stingray, as you can see, the spine has this rainbow color. The spine is actually showing up as them being someone who has a very strong character, very strong backbone, a strong spine, which is the only type of person that you actually can trust and respect, because as a Cancerian, you feel people's insecurities out like no other. You are like one of those airport security dogs. When something isn't right, you can just sniff it out. You immediately know something is up and you want to get to the bottom of it. So it is a prerequisite for any romantic partner of yours, for any twin flame of yours, to have a strong spine. If not, it's a non-starter. It won't even turn into a relationship or anything of value, because you won't be able to rely on them or to trust them unless they have a strong spine. Moving more deeply into your reading, we have got the Eight of Swords. This shows us that they help you to overcome your fears. Your twin flame is someone who gets you out of your self-entrapment, who gets you out of a place where you were trapping yourself with your own fears. You were keeping yourself small. You were playing smaller than necessary, all because, literally, you were just playing small and afraid to stand out. You were afraid to start that business, to get out of your comfort zone and travel more, to go to the gym, to put yourself out there, to try different foods. I see here within the Nine of Swords that literally the conflict and the anguish that you have within you, your twin flame is someone who helps you to, twin flame is someone that helps you to unravel that, okay? To take it apart, to take the parts of you apart where you had more self-doubts than necessary and self-doubts that were keeping you from reaching your goals. The Five of Wands shows us here that when it comes to opposition, you and your twin flame are always in a state of it being you and them against the world. They are such a strong, courageous person that regardless of what happens or of what comes towards you and your twin flame, you always come out on top, and I see why. We've got the King of Wands. The suit of Wands is the suit of the element of fire. The suit of Wands is the suit of Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is a fire sign. It's being confirmed here within the King of Wands that Sagittarius is their main sign as well. It is their sun sign. It is their zodiac sign. They have got leadership and success running through their veins. It's in their blood. And that's the reason why they are your twin flame, because your twin flame is a leader. Your twin flame has divine masculine energy, because the suit of Wands is a divine masculine suit. Your twin flame is someone that you have to be able to respect. Otherwise, it's not going to lead to anything long term. And your twin flame has to be comfortable in being the leader and has to be comfortable in making success theirs. You know how there are sometimes situations in which you may play small because you don't want to take up all the space in the room, or you don't want to be the one that takes all the resources because that means you would look greedy. Your twin flame is the perfect person for you to be with, because they don't care about all of that. To them, if they've worked hard for it and they have made the money fairly, it's fair game, it's theirs, because they know if they don't take it, someone else will. So they are the provider, the leader, and the protector in your relationship. And they are the person where when you feel too shy or afraid to make something yours, to take money, to make money, they make sure that it still ends up being within your household's income, within your household's bank account. So they are a perfect addition. They're the perfect yin to your yang. And my gorgeous Cancerian, this being your twin flame, I hope that this resonated and that you found it insightful. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. Feel free to leave a Saturn planet emoji below to let me and others know that you were here, that you've received your reading, and that you are a fellow Cancerian. And all other resources are linked below in the description box as well. Info about private readings, you can find that all below. And wherever you are in this beautiful world, my gorgeous Cancerian, I'm sending you tons of love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Leo baby. Welcome to the second, more intricate part of your soulmate and twin flame reading. So we already have two cards that popped right out as I was shuffling the deck. So clearly the universe and your spirit guides want us to just get ahead and get straight into your reading. So we've got the opal as well as the tiger's eyes. So as a Leo, the opal is an amazing sign for you, because what this means is to let yourself sparkle and shine. You are being guided to be bold and show your bigger than life self to the world, which as a Leo, you always take up more space than the other zodiac signs. It is what it is. You're ruled by the sun, and you just garner more attention than other people. You are usually also better looking physically than other people. I want you to know here within the opal that what this means for your twin flame, they're someone that wants to see you sparkle and shine. They're the type of person that loves when you are allowing for yourself to be authentic, and when you take up attention in the room and in the relationship as well. Tiger's Eye brings us the message of self-confidence through God confidence, believing in yourself by believing in God working through you, or the universe, or spirit, whatever sounds and feels best and most comfortable to you, regardless of what stage of life that you're in right now, my gorgeous Leo. I just want you to know here within the Tiger's Eye, what this means is that you believe in yourself because you allow for higher powers to work through you. and your twin flame loves it. Your twin flame is all about it. Your twin flame loves that you have the spiritual side, the super connected side to you that just shows you are not a shallow person. You are someone who is so deep, someone who is so caring, someone who has gone through so much healing and self-reflection. And I see here within Aries that we have a fellow fire sign for you. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, a bold sign, a sign of acting and doing. So your twin flame is someone who has this Aries energy of just doing, of going for it, and that's what brings both of you together. You're both stubborn to an extent. Your twin flame is a little more stubborn than you, and I see here within the 7th house, which is the house of relationships, we have got Aries in the 7th house in Aries energy. So doing energy in the relationship. Your twin flame relationship is one where you will be traveling the world. You will be going to so many concerts and different restaurants together. You will visit different cities and towns. You will go to get-togethers where you are visiting conferences. You're building a business together. You're building your YouTube channel, your podcast. It's really a relationship where you're taking the entire journey together as a team, as you can see here in the 7th house, which is the house of relationships. And it's like you want to be there for each other through every single challenge because you see it as a journey. You see it as an adventure. You see it as, oh, this is teaching me something. This is doing something for me on a deeper level. This is not a surface level type of connection. And I want you to know that yes, with your twin flame, you will butt heads at times, but you will also make up so quickly again because you always reconsider whether it's really worth getting into an argument with your twin flame, because both of you are mature and you understand that if one of you wins in an argument, that means the relationship loses. That means both of you lose. So you have really grown out of that phase of needing to be right. Okay, that righteousness just doesn't exist. The ego has been dissolved in that area of the relationship. And what that does is it leads to success. Your angels are confirming your twin flame relationship is a relationship of a success. It is a relationship of complete love, complete care, complete respect, and it's a successful one because you are not focused on who is winning. You are not petty. That's why this is a successful relationship. Everyone who is petty, everyone who's kind of in a space of just focused on how they can win, how they can get one up, you're looking at those relationships, you and your Aries, and you're just like, what the hell are they doing? I see here within the 9 of Rings, you guys are focused on abundance, on fortitude, on building, okay? That stock portfolio is stacked. The real estate, it's like a monopoly board where you're winning, where you've gathered a lot of real estate. And one thing that I'm also getting here in the 9 of Rings is a big savings account, is businesses that are generating cash flow because you have goals. You and your Aries partner, you know what you want. You're going for it. You're not waiting for permission. You're not feeling as though, oh, but we're not yet ready. No, you're just doing it. You're just taking permission. And I see here in the 3 of Rings that literally you are in a space where collaboration, working with other people, is something that you do together seamlessly and you listen to your intuition. So if you're setting up a new website with your twin flame, you listen to your gut feeling after you have had a discovery call with any new designer or person that you're looking to work with, and you check in with one another. You're like, okay, do you like the energy of this person? How did you think that they reacted when we asked this question? What do you think of the pricing? What do you think of their references, their previous work? So I just want you to know here that you and your twin flame, you're super savvy and resourceful together. The appetite shows us that you are about progress, not perfection. You're not comparing yourself or your relationship to others. You don't judge yourself. Instead, you focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. You and your twin flame, you are all about putting one foot in front of the other. You don't care about comparison or to compare. There's no point in that. You don't see the point. Your twin flame doesn't see the point in that. And because this is the philosophy, that is why you succeed so much. That's why you grow so much. And here within the Azurite, the message we're receiving is deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. even premarital counseling, open to it, going if you feel as though it's healing. But you don't even necessarily need a professional, a licensed professional. Literally, you guys even just going to the breathwork classes, to the yoga retreats, to the nice getaways in Bali and stuff. I see that all of that healing work, all of that honesty, all of that being there for one another, that is literally what causes this relationship with your twin flame to thrive. Then in the owl, we've got a signature of wisdom by the universe. So when you see an owl, and next time you're on a walk in the forest, please don't say I didn't tell you so, Leo, because the owl is representative of wisdom. It's representative of being too old for games, not having time or energy for it, nor wanting to put your resources into that, and also just being really watchful when you meet your twin flame about, okay, are they on the same timeline or are they still in the time-wasting energy? I see here within the Panther that your twin flame is mega protective over you. So if anyone tries to mess with you, if anyone says anything negative about you, tries to play you, tries to take money from you, they are going to protect you down to the core. They would take a bullet for you, basically. They would risk their life for you, and they don't play when it comes to you. All of a sudden, they turn from like this timid little demure owl into the Panther. And I do also get these piercing green eyes from your twin flame. So eyes that turn from a bit of a brownish to a very deep green type of color. And the cosmic egg tells me here that when it comes to timing where and when you will meet them, the cosmic egg shows that after your next transformation, you will meet them. That means after the next time you have shed your skin, just like a snake, the next time you have gone through some very deep-rooted healing from traumas from your childhood and your past, then they will come into your life. Then you will be ready to receive. Then you will be ready to meet them. And with the cosmic egg, I can see here that because you're protecting your energy, they are the right one because you can tell that they don't threaten your energy, your time, or your sanity. So it's really up to you is what Spirit is trying to say to you, Leo, when it comes to the timing of your twin flame coming into your life. It could be sooner, but it could also take years if you want to delay it for years. If you want to be playing around with an ex or a situationship for years, sure, do it. Then it'll take years. But if you want your twin flame quickly, they're available. They're here. Go through the transformation. Go through the pain. Go through a couple weeks of feeling a little bit of seasonal depression, of doing a little bit of crying, a little bit of being the victim. And then the perfect timing will arise where you know, okay, I have transformed. I have gone through the next healing stage. I have done the work. This is the perfect time for me to meet them. You will just feel it in your bones and then it will happen. It could happen literally a couple weeks from now. If you're going through this phase, at this very moment, you know you're going through a spiritual transformation. The thing with this is like when you know that something's up, you know that something's transforming internally, you know that something is shifting within you. And if you're going through that right now, I just want you to know it's just a couple weeks, a couple short months, and you are with them. You are with your twin flame. As long as, of course, you do not go into this detour of, like I said, the ex, the situationship. If you want to delay, Leo, you can delay. I would not recommend, but at the end of the day, it's up to you. This is just the information you were meant to receive. This is the pick your own adventure that you can do from here on out when it comes to your twin flame. And I trust that you found this insightful and that this reading resonated. So my gorgeous Leos, leave a lion emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you are here, that you're a Leo baby who watched the reading all the way to the end and that it resonated. And wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, I'm sending you so much love and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Virgo baby. Welcome to your second, even more intricate part of your twin flame reading, where we're going to delve into all things Virgo together so we can figure out every additional message that we have to give you clarity about your twin flame situation. So let's get into it, my beautiful Virgo. First up, we've got the Larimar and the Lapis Lazuli. In case you don't know what these are crystals, all right? So these oracle cards, they represent crystals. And crystals have different energies and meanings. They've had that throughout the history of humanity. With the Larimar, the first card that you receive, which represents this crystal of sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. Now, your twin flame relationship is going to be one that gives you that extra sensitive, emotional, kind of taking care of, if that makes sense. So they take care of your sensitivity. Your twin flame understands you're a sensitive person. As a Virgo, you're someone who is extremely detail-oriented. You don't like to half-ass things, but that can also take so much of your energy. It can be draining to be you. And a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people just see things on the surface and they think your life is perfect. They think you are perfect. They think that you've always got everything together. And yeah, maybe topically you do. Maybe you would never show anyone your weak side. Maybe you would never show anybody that you're actually struggling, and you don't have to make it a public scene or a public affair. But with your twin flame, you can be vulnerable, you can be real, they understand it, and they will care for you. You know, self-care nights, doing face masks together, them cooking you dinner, them helping you take any load off of your shoulder possible. And the lapis lazuli is a representation of a life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. The universe is supporting you each step of the way. I want you to know here that your spirit guides are giving you this huge epiphany that is going to tell you, you know what? Yes, I deserve someone who honors my sensitive emotions, especially if you have been in a family constellation or you have been in relationships where people have said to you, oh, you're too sensitive. Don't even overthink it. Oh, you're so sensitive. Why is it that everything is always such a big deal with you? And I want you to look at who would benefit from you being not sensitive. And when you see how people benefit from you overlooking things, all of a sudden you start to validate your sensitivity and you start to understand that people only say that as a protective mechanism of their feelings, their emotions, and what they want. Next up, we've got the Unakite. Now, the Unakite is a representation of answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Your prayers are being answered, my gorgeous Virgo. Your prayers about love, about your twin flame connection. This is a sign. It's all going in the right direction. It's all going into a favorable spot that you've always dreamt of, that you've always wanted. And I want you to understand here, Virgo, your twin flame connection is meant to be one that satisfies you fully. It's meant to be a connection that honors your emotions, and you'll have this huge epiphany that you are meant to be with someone who gets it. You are meant to be with someone also who is like an answered prayer. And next up, I see here within no, as well as compromise, that your spirit guides are literally telling you, do not compromise. Your spirit guides are literally telling you, until you meet this person, no compromises, Virgo. Because when you compromise, what you do is you waste time with someone who is not your twin flame. You waste time with someone who doesn't deserve you, someone who shouldn't be with you, and someone who, quite frankly speaking, is not going to be worthy of your time. And your spirit guides want you to know that now is not a time to compromise on your boundary or on your basic needs in a relationship. You are ready. That's the message that your spirit guides have for you. You are ready for your twin flame relationship. You are ready for the right person. You are ready for love. You're ready for a real relationship, a grown-up one, a mature one, one that makes sense, rather than just like a situationship that is neither here nor there. So I want you to know here within your ready. That the universe, your spirit guides, they're like, okay, all of my Virgos, it's time for you to get going on this love journey. Communicate very clearly. In order to meet your twin flame, in order for them to come into your life quickly, now you have to communicate clearly. So you have to be so real about what you want. Write it down, write it in your journal. It's literally scientifically proven that people who write down their goals and their desires are far more likely to achieve them than people who don't. So write down the goals, write down the desires, write down what it is that you want. Communicate it clearly in order to attract it, in order to get it into your life. Next up, we've got the 10th house. The 10th house is the house of authority. They are an authoritative figure. Your twin flame is someone who has a lot of power. So think, for example, a judge, someone who works in law enforcement, someone who is head of a hospital, someone who is seen socially as standing on a pedestal. And they worked really hard to get there. They wanted the view and they put in the climb. They wanted the view, they put in the work necessary to get there. And they might be intimidating to a lot of other people. but not to you. I see here within progressions that you are going to go on travels with them. I'm getting also travels as in trips in nature. We've got these hiking trips here. We have travels that are happening throughout your entire relationship. So traveling the world together, going places together, and it will be a progression from small trips pretty early on to going on bigger and bigger trips as time kind of progresses, and more intricate trips as well. Next up with our Astro dice, we've got the number 8, which in numerology is the number of abundance. This is a number of infinity because the 8 put on its side. As you can see, it represents the infinity symbol. This twin flame connection is meant to be a forever connection, and it's also one that you're going to have in your life during the 8th month of the year. All right, so the number 8 is your number. I'll just put it here on the 10th house for you. And I want to confirm their zodiac sign for sure. We've got Cancer. That would also explain why they understand your sensitivity. Cancer is a sign of the zodiac that is a water sign. It's probably, aside from Pisces, the most sensitive sign of the entire zodiac, perhaps even the most psychic sign. And I want you to know that them being a Cancer, which by the way, I'm a Cancer as well, makes so much sense as to why they know about self-care and they want to make sure that you're taken care of. Now, my gorgeous Virgo baby, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section by leaving a mountain emoji below. That way me and others know that you're a Virgo and you watched your reading all the way to the end. And for my downloadable PDFs, private readings, all the resources that I have available, you can find those below in the description box too. So my gorgeous Virgo baby, I'm sending you so much love right here from Zurich, Switzerland, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Libra baby. Welcome to the second portion of your reading, which is based on your zodiac sign. I hope that you enjoyed picking from the first part of your prediction where we had the 4 groups, but now we're going to add on to that. So make sure that you combine both readings in order to get the full private reading, psychic reading experience. So let's get into it. Libra, you are ruled by Venus, in case you didn't know. Spirit is saying right off the bat, you are ready. You're ready for your twin flame. You're ready to meet them. You are ready for love. You are ready for this type of in-depth relationship. And your spirit guides are also trying to say to you, look for a sign. There are signs all around you about your twin flame and where they are, and the fact that they are possibly a lot closer than you thought and a lot more available and accessible than you even knew possible. Because sometimes things are hidden in plain sight. Sometimes things are around us and we don't even notice. And then next up, we have got no for you. So your spirit guides are trying to say that whatever it is that you're doing that is not allowing you to actually be ready for the right person, stop it. If that's going on dating apps where you can just tell the vibe is off, stop it. Don't be on there anymore, okay? Look for a sign. Signs could also be signs telling you to get out of a situation that isn't for you. So signs will either confirm you're on the right path or they will confirm you're on the wrong path. Signs confirm something. Remember, either a yes or a no. Next up, we've got the rose quartz, which is a crystal of love. It's a crystal of love and friendship, and it represents your love life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. So your guides, the universe, is literally saying to you, your twin flame is here, Libra. Your twin flame is ready. The entire situation is ready for you to step into. So it's not long from here on out, taking the right steps, that you will be with your forever soulmate, that you will be in this relationship that you're meant to be in. And I see here within the tiger's eye, the next message we've received for you is self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Whether that is God, whether that is your angels, whether that is the universe, okay? Insert whatever feels the best for you. And I want you to know here that your self-confidence is what will elevate you to this readiness of your twin flame coming into your life. You just have to up your self-confidence a little more in order to attract them into your life immediately. Next up, we've got the opal, which confirms this because the opal brings the message to let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. Wear whatever you want to wear. Do your hair the way you want to do your hair. If you wear makeup, make sure that makeup is looking how you feel the most confident. Your guides are trying to say to you, dress and present yourself in a way that allows you to feel like you're sparkly and shiny. And that is different for each and every one of us. For you, it may be wearing bright colors. It could be wearing the color red. It could be wearing a red lipstick, but it could be also very demure, toned down, classy, elegant type of look, a very wifey type of aesthetic. So whatever it is that is the vibe for you, dress that way, show up that way. Next up, we've got romance. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. You can only be open to these if you're in your most confident, energetic self. If you're not feeling confident, it will be hard for you to be open to romance because you will be busy overthinking how you look. You will be busy overthinking how others view you. So as soon as you are in that undoubtful confidence of yours, that is when sky is truly, truly the limit for you, my gorgeous Libra. And then we've also got passion. So passion brings the message to keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. In order to keep that flame alive, we can't be so self-obsessed with whether we're good enough, whether we look nice enough, whether we're attractive enough. You are, my gorgeous Libra. I know sometimes you can be a little dramatic. You can nitpick yourself all the way down to the bone, it seems. But I want you to use that energy and put it into caring to be confident. Put it into your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, not to nitpick yourself. You don't need that. The world already does enough of that, Libra. And the moment that you turn your attention from being hard on yourself to just loving yourself, not accepting but loving, embracing who you are, letting yourself sparkle and shine, your twin flame will approach you. So my gorgeous Libra baby, this is the reading that I've received for you. I trust that you found it insightful. Let me know below in the comment section, and I hope that you enjoyed all of these messages that we received for you. I'm sending you so much love. Any other resources you may be looking for are in the description box as well. So before you leave a comment asking about how we can connect, how we can work together, just check that out. You'll probably find all the answers there. I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio baby, and welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your reading, where we delve into all things Scorpio, and we already have two cards that pop themselves right side up that need to speak within your twin flame reading. So the first card that we received is the 6th house, and we've also got master number 44 here, and then we've got Chiron. So I want you to know here the 6th house represents healing. It represents also sustainability in connection to Chiron, which is the heavenly body of healing, which is the heavenly body of finding a way for you to heal past hurts. So sustainably healing past hurts means that you do it step by step. Your twin flame is someone who is meant to support you on this journey, not make you feel badly for the things from your past that were not your fault and not your making and are perhaps affecting you or plaguing you up until this day. What do I mean by that? By that, I mean if you have anxiety because in the past you were hurt, betrayed, you were cheated on, someone hurt you physically or emotionally, that is not your fault. That is an experience that has shaped you and has shaped how you view the world today, because things aren't as they are as we are. And your twin flame is not someone who would ever judge you, but they're someone who helps you get back into alignment and who supports you on your healing journey. So if you ever feel like someone that you're with is making you fearful of being you, or makes you feel as though some of the traumas you're still working through are inadequate, they are not your twin flame. Midheaven shows us here that you are meant to reach that pinnacle of success with your person. Because remember, if they are not adding, they are subtracting. Your person, your twin flame, is someone who adds and adds and adds, and you almost build like this fort with one another. You almost build like this safe space, this safe haven, this fort, this place that you both belong in, that not only gives you a lot of support, but it's like your own space where you've created a lot of wealth in every sense of the way. So spiritually, financially, in a material sense, health-wise as well. So they are literally the type of person that is meant to upgrade and level up your life, not be a downgrade. Next up, we have got the jade, which confirms this. The jade is a crystal that represents wellness, and especially in a lot of Eastern philosophies, the jade is also a crystal of good fortune and good luck. The jade brings a message of wellness and the recovery of health being here for you. If you have been struggling with health physically or mentally, your twin flame is here to heal it, is here to be part of the healing journey, not the continuing to break you down journey. All right, the jade is a representation of transformation and of meeting your twin flame on your healing journey. So if you're focused on your healing, you're going to saunas, for example, you're starting to go on your 10,000 steps per day walks, you're taking your health seriously and you're getting IV drips, you're getting massages done, you're going to physiotherapy, however you want to take your health seriously, meeting them in the waiting room of one of these offices, meeting them, for example, in the spa. That's one thing that I'm getting here from your reading. You will meet them in a place of alignment and of healing. One thing that I do see here is that it's not the right time when you're going through a phase of feeling unattractive or feeling like you're not yet ready. It will be the right time when a little bit more healing has passed. That could be in 1 or 2 weeks. It could be in 1 or 2 months. It could be in 1 or 2 years. But I want you to know that they will come into your life at the perfect timing when none of your overthinking and none of your insecurities are going to make you seem desperate or unsure, which might then make them draw back and the relationship not work out after all. If you've ever had a relationship where you feel as though, not to make it your fault, okay, so we're not going down that route, my gorgeous Scorpio, but where you felt like because you weren't ready or you behaved in certain ways, you maybe gave off signals to them that they were not ready to receive or they didn't quite know how to deal with. That's what I mean. So I want you to know here that what's going on with your person is that actually it's really time for you to level yourself up one more level, to meet them where you're both on the same level and then take the journey from there on out together. So the lapis lazuli confirms that you will go through another spiritual awakening, another life-changing epiphany or experience, a huge, big, and blessed change for you, and the universe is supporting you every step of the way. And the support they're going to pop right into your life as you're going through this experience is your twin flame. So let this experience come. Let it be big. Let it be bold. Let it be a surprise. Let it be a huge aha moment. And then take it from there. Next up, we've got the smoky quartz, clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. My gorgeous Scorpio, you're a very intense water sign. You are very sensitive and you pick up on everybody's energy. You are the energy reader of the zodiac. You are the truth reader of the zodiac as well. If someone is telling a lie, you notice instantly. And the thing is, people are unable to fool you. And because of that, you sometimes, rather than trying to get people to tell the truth, just clear and cleanse them out of your life. They are just a distraction from you living your best life and being with your twin flame. So we're going to delve a little more deeply into your twin flame with our Astro dice. Okay, so we have got the sign here of Sagittarius. They are the next sign of the zodiac. So the next sign meaning Scorpio, and then after Scorpio comes Sagittarius in the 12 zodiac signs. They're a fire sign, they're a leader, they are ruled by Jupiter, they're very charismatic, they're energetic, they're someone who is honest and truthful, which is exactly what you need. And they're the type of person that balances out your dreaminess and the fact that sometimes you can be in very strong divine feminine energy. They balance that out with masculinity. And then we've got the number 15, so you're going to meet them on the 15th of the month. That could be shortly after you've received this reading, but as mentioned, let your epiphany come. If you feel something is building up inside of you to a next kind of life-changing aha moment, let it build up, let it happen. The faster it comes, the faster your twin flame will be in your life. But I am getting this energy of summer, of sunlight, and of warmth for when you're meeting your twin flame. So, my gorgeous Scorpio baby, this is the reading that I've received for you. I trust that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Let me know below in the comment section by leaving a scorpion emoji below to let me and others know that you were here, that you enjoyed your reading, and you watched part 2 all the way to the end. Furthermore, before you comment about private readings, how we can connect, how you can get guided life advice every single day by me, just check out the description box. You'll find all the resources that I offer down there. And my gorgeous Scorpio baby, wherever you are on our planet, I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Sagittarius baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your reading, where we talk all things Sagittarius. I hope that you enjoyed picking from the first part of your prediction during the intro, where I had the 4 groups prepared for you. But now let's talk all things Sagittarius and see what messages come through about your twin flame and what details we're still going to unravel. I truly recommend that you watch this reading to the end, because sometimes messages still come through at the very end that are very insightful and give you these epiphanies, these aha moments, and also take what serves you and leave what doesn't. So first up, we've got Cancer. I want you to know here that your twin flame is giving Cancer energy. That is water sign energy. It's very sensitive energy. It's the energy of someone who is fully committed, fully immersed in their relationship with you. They are not playing games, and they also often have psychic abilities. I am a Cancerian myself. We're very sensitive, we're very caring and very loyal, and once we're in a relationship, that's it for us. We're not looking elsewhere. Next up, we've got Jupiter. Jupiter is a heavenly body that represents the planet of abundance. Jupiter is actually also the planet that rules you, Sagittarius. Did you know that? Jupiter is your ruling planet, which also confirms Cancer, as this shows that this is a great combination. Jupiter is the planet of growth, of higher education, also long-distance relationships. So your relationship, your twin flame relationship with this Cancerian might start off long distance first. It might start off with you not being able to see them all the time, but that's fine. You're still going to make it work. As I see here, the meaning in this relationship is to have abundance. And once you meet someone who is dedicated to building abundance together, building a life together, you understand the value and you don't want to let that go so quickly. See how we've got the sign here of Jupiter, which looks like a number 4. And Cancer is the 4th sign of the zodiac, coincidentally, or not so coincidentally. The number 4 in numerology is also a number of stability. It's a number of building a solid foundation. And that is one thing that I can see is meant to be in your twin flame relationship. Some twin flame relationships, they can be shaky. They can be all over the place. Some twin flame relationships have lying, cheating, infidelity within them, but not yours. Yours is built on stability and trust. Next up, we've got 2 cards that popped right into your reading as I was shuffling, which is in the near future and wait. Your spirit guides are trying to say to you, don't settle for anything in the meantime right now that is not this twin flame. Okay, so if you're seeing someone, it feels like a situationship, it looks like it smells like it walks like it is that. Don't do it, because in the near future, you will meet your twin flame. Just wait. The universe, your guides, God, whatever it is that you connect with is telling you to just wait, my gorgeous Sagittarian. Don't rush into things. I know as a fire sign, and having that masculine energy part of you to sometimes make decisions that are rather impulsive. And you can do that in the love and relationship portion of your life at times too. And there was a time and place for that, but not now, my gorgeous Sagittarian. Not as your twin flame is so close. Unless you don't want them, of course, then feel free to do whatever you want to do. But if you're looking to be with a twin flame, if you're looking to be with this type of person, then your guides are trying to tell you clearly, wait, they are here in the near future, faster than you thought. Next up, we've got abundance again. Notice how on Jupiter it says abundance, and then we received the actual abundance card from another deck of all of the cards that we could have received. Open your heart to receive the abundant love that the universe has to offer. Abundance in love, abundance in the earthly realm, abundance in all areas of life. One thing that I want you to know here, abundance in food, resources, in shelter, in being able to travel places, and having enough money for experiences, but also an abundance in love is what's coming next for you, Sagittarius. Especially if you've gone through a dry spell of love, of true love. This might feel like you can finally take a big gulp of water again after you've been in a desert for a long time, after you've been starved and dehydrated for a while. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to be thirsty in the sense of you being desperate. No, no, no. You allow abundance to come to you because you attract, you don't chase. Next up, we've got charisma. In charisma, I can see love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. Love flows through you effortlessly because of the charm, the charisma that you radiate. And a lot of people see you as marriage material. A lot of people see you as someone that they would like to be with. But a lot of people also are intimidated by you. That's just a truth. That's just something we have to be real about within your reading, especially because you may have asked yourself in the past, why is it that first people are all in, they're so excited to be with me, and then all of a sudden they pull back? Like, what happens? What goes on within their minds? And I want you to know, my gorgeous Saggy, they often then get kind of insecure. They feel like they're not enough. They feel like they can't measure up to what is expected of them or who they would have to become to be in a relationship with you. And it scares them. It frightens the type of people who are not ready for the growth, the honesty, and the realness that a relationship with you will entail. And they can already see that they will have to become this type of person. So the ones who aren't ready will take a step back. Next, we've got the emerald. Now, this is a crystal represented in this oracle card that brings a message of ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. That is where you will meet your twin flame. You will meet them during a ceremony or a celebration. And in order to meet them, you have to go to these ceremonies and these celebrations. And I also want you to pay close attention to ways in which abundance shows up, and you can go to a celebration or a ceremony of this. Abundance in particular, I'm seeing when it comes to health and wellness. Your twin flame is a healthy person. Your twin flame is an abundant person. So going to places where you are, for example, going to saunas, you are going to running clubs, you're going to places where people are health focused, health conscious. That's one thing that I'm getting here for your twin flame, that you will meet them in a place of mutual interest and celebration. And then we have got the ametrine, a crystal that is all about balancing masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. This card shows up, my gorgeous Sagittarius baby, when your guides are trying to say to you, it's time for you to balance these energies. Sometimes we can fall into being too deep into masculine or our feminine energy. We have both energies within us. Whether we actually identify as feminine or as masculine, know that both of these energies are within you. Sometimes you can get too much into the feminine. That's when you're not taking action. You're too much in your dreamy energy. You're too much in your planning energy, and you're about to do energy. You're about to be successful, about to have love. And sometimes when you're too much in your masculine, of trying to force things, trying to make things happen, saying that there's no other way, but you're putting the type of energy in that is actually a little desperate or that is blocking your desire, that is when, again, you have to come back into balance. You have to center yourself and make sure that you're doing a little bit of both. You're allowing for both to always be omnipresent, all right? Both parts of your energetic frequency need to be with you at all times for any project, any love, anything that you do in life to be as successful as possible. And then your guides are also trying to tell you to goal set again. Perhaps you have a list of different traits, characteristics, ways in which you want your twin flame relationship to look, to play out, and to be. But your guides want you to now set new goals. Your old list, your old thoughts may be outdated. Things can become outdated faster than we are aware of, especially with the healing and the growth and the changes that you've been going through. Right now, you may have a completely different goal when it comes to love than you had 6 months ago. Goal setting means to write your goals down because it's actually scientifically proven that people who write their goals down are far more likely to achieve them. And when it comes to manifestation, we've all heard of stories of people who have written down their manifestations, their goals, what they desired, and it then became a reality. So make sure that you are taking all the necessary steps to ensure your success in your twin flame relationship. And that also means goal setting, taking goal setting seriously, writing your goals down, and ensuring that the goals that you have written down are truly matching to your desires and that you are not holding back. Don't feel as though, oh, this list is too long, this list is too specific, this person doesn't exist. You are an intricate being that a lot of people may think doesn't exist. You are a beautiful fairy, a goddess. You are the most amazing person to be with in a relationship that others might think don't exist, but you're still here and you're still looking out for your twin flame. So just as you, as an amazing, abundant, and whole being, you exist, so does your soulmate, so does your twin flame. So don't feel as though you're asking for too much. Next up, we've got manifesting magic. That is the next step on your journey to your twin flame. From there on out, it's just manifesting magic. From there on out, you are in this Jessica Rabbit manifesting magic type of energy of bringing things to life. One thing that I'm also getting here is the Yes and song by Ariana Grande, because you have this unapologetic energy of yes, and my twin flame loves me to pieces. Yes, and my twin flame looks hot AF. Yes, and my twin flame is successful. Yes, and I am living the love of my dreams. What is anyone going to do about it? Yes, and that is meant to be my life. So I'm getting this very unapologetic kind of vibe and energy. Listen to the song after this reading. If you feel inspired to step into that energy already, it will help you to further manifest magic. And I'm sending you so much love, my gorgeous Sagittarius. We're at the end of the second part of your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you felt like you never wanted it to end, because what you received here was just resonating so deeply. Leave a grape emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you were here, you're a Sagittarius, you claimed this reading, because that's the only way anyone would know that you watched your reading all the way to the end. For any resources like how you can get a private reading, how we can work together on a day-to-day basis, how we can connect outside of YouTube, you can find all of these resources below in the description box. So before we get any comments about those in the comment section, just check that out. I've got everything linked for you. My gorgeous Sagittarius, wherever you are on our planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Capricorn baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your twin flame reading. I hope that you enjoyed part one, where you got to pick from the 4 groups that I presented to you. But now let's delve even more deeply into your Capricorn reading, shall we? To figure out all of the details that your guides still have available about your twin flame, who they are, when and where that you will meet them, and everything else that you have to know. So we've got patience and pleasure. I see that your twin flame is worth the wait. Your twin flame is someone that you're going to think to yourself, you're so glad you didn't settle for less along the way. I see here within patience that what will also come with your twin flame with patience is starting a family. I want you to know here that with your twin flame, you will start a family either with kids that are your own, there may be adopted children, and also animals. I'm getting a lot of this animal energy in connection to your twin flame, having joint animal babies together. And within pleasure and this ladder, I see that the more you get to know one another, the deeper the pleasure becomes. So it's like the more you know one another, the better the relationship gets. For some people, they may think the beginning phase, the honeymoon phase, is the absolute best, but with your twin flame, your relationship gets better over time. And then we've also got success, and that's exactly what this will lead to. Whether you start a business with your twin flame or you successfully start a family with one another, you go on a journey of being as healthy as you possibly can be. Meditation retreats, yoga retreats, doing detoxes together. Diets not for crash dieting or that are making you feel like you have this weight on you, but fun diets, right? Like, for example, trying a detox diet, trying to go off of any processed foods together. It's basically more like a journey that you're going on together. Everything is pleasure. And I want you to understand here that that is what not only makes for a successful twin flame relationship, but it also shows you that it is possible to be in a long-term relationship where things don't start to die down, where people don't start to get bored of each other or start to disrespect one another. Next up, we have got the Crow. Your twin flame has dealt with a lot of people who have shiny object syndrome with them. That's what I see here within the Crow. People who want to be with them because they're this shiny object, because they can elevate other people's social status, because they're wealthy, because they're good looking, because they have something that other people want and desire. So I see here within the Crow that actually your twin flame is someone who is so tired of crows. They are so tired of constantly having someone around them that just wants to benefit off of being with them. And I do want you to understand that your twin flame loves the fact that with you, things don't feel like they constantly have to bat this crow energy out of the way. The lamp shows us that you have a very innocent type of nature to them. And to the pure, all things is pure. You will meet them in a setting that is so down to earth that they know you truly like them for them. Not because they come from this background, this family, not because they can elevate your status or they are wealthy. No, you like them for them because the way that you met, there's no way that you could have known that they are someone who is wealthy, famous, successful. The lamb is an indication of the fact that that is their favorite part about your relationship, even if they reveal later on who they really are and all of the ways in which they have been basically blessed in their life, it doesn't change anything. And that is what makes this relationship so special, so deep, so pure, and so real to them. I also want you to know here within the lamb that you may have kind of a baby face. You may look younger than you actually are, younger than a lot of people your age, younger than your peers, and they find that really attractive. They like that you take good care of yourself and that you look young. Next up, we have got the tiger. The tiger brings an energy of going for what it is that you desire. So it's like this lamb and tiger energy, and they like that there is this play of masculine and feminine, and there's kind of this chasing energy around as well. They're really into it. They find it attractive. They like that you come off as very innocent. Perhaps you don't even have a lot of experience with dating, and that adds on to that as well. And they love that they can just intuitively go with the flow while feeling like they're also in charge and feeling like they don't have to worry about what your true intentions are with them. Next, we've got the raccoon. Now, the raccoon makes it clear that you will meet them in a big, bustling city. They don't actually like big, bustling cities. They don't like the atmosphere. They don't like how busy things are. They don't like the type of people that go to these places, to these nice events that are often just filled with people who can be a little bit shallow or social climbers, but nevertheless, they are in the city for an event, and you're going to meet them in a park. You're going to meet them in a coffee shop or a park that is very down to earth. It's nice, but it's not you meeting them at a red tie event, and clearly they are someone, and that's why you are connecting with them or attracted to them. No, you're meeting them in a setting where you could have met anyone, a barista, a cab driver, someone who is a lawyer, an accountant. You're meeting them in this type of setting. Next up, within midheaven, I want you to know this twin flame relationship is the pinnacle of twin flame relationships. This is the ultimate success that people dream of in their twin flame relationships. This is exactly how it should be in a relationship, where it gets better and even more solid over time. They are a true gentleman or lady, whoever it is that you're going for. In Imum Coeli, I can see here that the relationship is rooted in stability, and it's rooted in naturally being attracted and drawn to one another. And your twin flame is also someone who likes to be outdoors. They have a home in the countryside, they have a home in the nature, and they like to plant, they like to do gardening, they like everything that is connected to nature. They go on a lot of walks every single day, and they use that in order to shut off from the world and in order to regain their energy. So you will be spending a lot of time going on walks and on hikes with them, being outdoors with your twin flame. And I see here in the Six of Cups that this brings so much serenity and healing energy all the time. One thing that I'm also getting after meeting them in a bustling city is I'm getting this beach vacation vibe, this beach getaway vibe that's going to happen with them, where they will be inviting you on a trip, not immediately, not kind of like red flag. You know, when you just meet someone and they tell you all of the right things, they immediately want to invite you on some sort of trip. And they immediately kind of tell you all the things that you may want to hear, even though you never asked them to do that. Not in that red flag type of way. And by the way, I noticed all of the red flags that are in my WhatsApp archives, all of these people, they wear sunglasses in their profile pictures, and they're looking away. And another thing is that they don't have red receipts on, because they don't like to be held accountable. They don't like to actually have anyone who can hold them accountable and to give out any information. They try to block that. That is the sign of emotionally immature people who aren't ready. Okay, so if you've got that going on, that's not what I mean. I mean someone who's wanting to go on a trip with you after you've had a very calm getting to know one another phase and it feels natural. Next up, we have got the Lovers. The Lovers shows alignment and harmony. The Lovers is such a beautiful message to show up in your twin flame reading at this point, which solidifies the fact that this is solid. This is meant to be. This is a relationship where you're walking together in support of one another, basically like hand in hand. And you are able to create a connection that is rooted in genuinely appreciating one another, genuinely caring for one another's feelings, genuinely wanting to be together long term. So that's one thing that I'm getting here within the Lovers for you, and going basically just through different seasons and cycles of life together. Then we've got attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time into your life. So if you've been doubting whether you're attracting the right type of person because maybe you've attracted some wrong ones, in order to know that you're attracting the right one, a little bit of experience never hurt anyone with dating, with getting to know human psychology. So my gorgeous Capricorn baby, right now, this is your confirmation. You are attracting the right one. You are on the right path. Don't feel as though you have to change yourself to attract differently. I do see here within abundance, to open your heart to receive the abundant love that the universe has to offer is the next step. Be open to receiving your twin flame in your life. And I know that sounds a little bit like cryptic, like, yeah, but I am open. No, I mean, be really so open to the fact that meeting them, the way they look, the first impression might not be what you thought the first impression of your twin flame would be. Okay, they might look completely differently. They might sound completely differently. You might meet them in a setting that you never thought you would meet your twin flame in, because it just seems so random. Be open to it. Truly be open to it, because you never know who you're going to bump into in these unlikely moments and situations. Next up, we've got the Lover again. You are receiving so many confirmations of love. Of all of the other cards and messages that you could have received, you received the Lover. It is safe to surrender to the good feelings. This is a representation of passion, of abundance and love. Your twin flame relationship is abundant in love. You'll never ask yourself, do they really like me? Are they really into me? No. We have pure abundance here, and they are going to be the best lover that is out here for you. I see here within the witch that the message we're getting is, I wasn't always like this, you know, I had to create who I am. Someone who understands and values everything you had to go through in order to create who you are today. Someone who understands and values you from the heart, and who understands that you had free will to take the easy route, but you decided to work on yourself. You decided in some areas of your life to take the hard route, to actually be able to say, I did this. I created this amazing life for myself. And I want you to know here that being with someone who actually honors that, that is what you deserve, not someone who tries to undermine it. Let's move a little more deeply into your reading, my gorgeous Capricorn. We've got opposition. So I want you to know here that on your journey with your twin flame, you will be confronted with some opposition of people who feel as though they need to share their opinion about your relationship, even though nobody asked them. And the best thing for you to do is to just ignore them and to just kindly tell them to STFU, because it's really none of their business, especially if you didn't ask. And it's not their place to share their opinion, especially if you don't want to be in a relationship that they're in. And that's fine. You might lose some friends and some people who aren't as happy for you as they really should be. And I see here within the 6th house, which is the house of sustainability, which by the way is also the house that rules Virgo, we've got strong Virgo energy when it comes to your twin flame. We've got the Virgo energy that is ruled by Mercury, which is the energy of a sustainable, long-lasting relationship. We've also got the repetition of the number 4 here. We have master number 44. That is a master number of stability, of solid foundations, and building together. So your twin flame has this Virgo energy within them, either in their sun sign, their rising, or their moon, or all 3 of those. And that makes for a really stable, sustainable partnership and relationship. And you're always thinking long term with this person. I want you to know that when it comes to meeting them, one thing that I'm getting here is that not only will you meet them in a very down-to-earth type of setting, but you are also going to meet them as soon as you focus on yourself and you cut off all the situationships, all of the toxic exes that are still viewing your story or have energetic access to anything from you, anything that has to do with knowing what you're doing, where you are in life. Cut it all off. You can do this today, you can do it next week, you can do it a month from now, but I just want you to know that the faster you do that, the faster that this attraction to your twin flame will become so strong that within the next couple weeks, they will be in your life, okay? And then we've also got the number 20. From the moment of cutting off all of these unnecessary distractions, you will be counting down 20 days precisely, and then you will meet them less than 3 weeks. My gorgeous Capricorn baby, this is the reading that I've received for you. I hope that it resonated and that you found it insightful. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. Leave a tiger emoji below. That way me and others will know that you're a Capricorn who made it all the way to the end of their reading, because that's the only way that you would know. Furthermore, anything such as private readings, working one-on-one with me, anything that you would like to do outside of the YouTube sphere, just check out the description box. I've got everything linked there, free downloadables, any resource you could need. And my gorgeous Capricorn baby, I cannot wait to catch up with you during one of our upcoming readings. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll speak to you next time. Hello, my gorgeous Aquarius baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your reading, which is based on your zodiac sign, which I can't wait for us to get into. I hope that you enjoyed part 1 of your prediction, where you got to pick from the 4 groups that I introduced to you during the intro of this video. But now let's talk all things Aquarius and delve into all of the twin flame details that we still have outstanding for you. I recommend that you do watch this to the end, because often there are still some epiphanies that come through at the very end of your reading. Okay, we've got Scorpio first and foremost, and we've got the 9th house. I love how this has showed up in this way, because Scorpio in the 9th house shows that your twin flame has strong Scorpio energy in their 9th house, Scorpio energy overall, which is an energy that is very intense. And as an Aquarius, you are the type of person who is extremely aligned You are the type of person who is very innovative, and you are also naturally a humanitarian. So being with someone like a Scorpio who wants to follow these dreams as well, who understands why there are certain things in life that you crave, that you need, that you want more of. I just want you to understand here that when it comes to your twin flame, you are meant to, all right, we've got Aquarius. Aquarius and Scorpio are meant to explore the world together. As you can see here, we've received Aquarius next that literally popped out of the pile as I was shuffling. You can't make this up. You are also the 11th sign of the zodiac. So if your life path number is 1 or 11, or you keep seeing angel number 111, you know why, Aquarius. It's meant to be for you. It is just that Aquarius energy taking over in your life. Aquarius energy is collaborative energy. You're not afraid to give. You are a very generous person. You're a very kind person, as you can see, pouring into other people's cups. Scorpio helps you to do that, but Scorpio also makes sure that you don't completely empty out your cup to give to others, and that you always keep your cup at a good level so that you don't become resentful or burn out. In correlation to the 9th house, which is the house of exploration. This is the house of long distance relationships, but also long distance traveling. I do see that you will be exploring the world. You'll be doing a lot of traveling, even on boat, with your Scorpio partner, with your Scorpio twin flame. And I want you to know here that this is a relationship that is going to actually be one where you feel like you lived your life fully, where you didn't make concessions of not living your dream, of traveling the world, perhaps living in another country, just doing things in a way that you thought would be so cool to experience. You can do it with your twin flame. And I see here within the Sodalite that your twin flame is someone who wants you to own your divine power. You're replacing codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment through being with them. They're literally this person that's almost like your energetic bodyguard, if you will, because you're such a giver, you're such a provider, you're the type of person who always wants to help others. Your twin flame is like the police man, the police woman, the police person that says, hey, not too much from my Aquarius, all right? Like, you've had enough. Now my Aquarius needs to rest. Now my Aquarius needs a little bit of time to recuperate, because sometimes my Aquarius goes beyond their own limits to please other people. I see here within the watermelon tourmaline, the message that we are receiving is stress reduction, de-stressing your mind, your body, your schedule. You need to rest, recharge, and revive. That's exactly what your twin flame is meant to do. Your twin flame, your soulmate, is not meant to stress you out. This is not the twin flame relationship destined for you. Some twin flame relationships, they can be extremely toxic and they can be extremely stressful. But that's not the one that we're going for you, Aquarius. Just so you know, that's not meant to be yours. Yours is meant to be rooted in stress reduction, because you have a bigger purpose, you have a bigger journey, you have more things to do on this planet than to just be stressed out by someone else's son or daughter. You have a higher purpose. So that's a big no. Okay, Spirit is confirming that immediately. And then we've got compromise, and if you believe. So your twin flame is someone that teaches you balance, as you can see here with the scale that shows up. Balance between giving, receiving, and nurturing yourself. Giving, receiving, and recharging and resting. Giving, receiving, but also believing that you are worthy of the same amount of love and care and just work that you put in for others. All right, so I want you to understand here, your twin flame is the type of person that allows you to see your worth and your value on a whole nother level. Next up, we've got emotional baggage. So you will be meeting your twin flame as you're dealing with some emotional baggage, and you'll know that they are right because they do not cause more stress or anxiety over that emotional baggage. Your twin flame is someone who goes to therapy. I see that unpacking emotional baggage is something that is normal to them. And I want you to not be afraid to talk about your baggage with your twin flame. As I do see here within Stormy that the more that you can actually be yourself, be real, be honest, the more you will find that, hey, there's nothing wrong with me. And everybody has their baggage. Everyone has their challenges. Everybody has things that they're maybe a little ashamed of or not so proud of, or that has been prohibiting them from living the life that they're destined to live. It's totally fine. I'm not the only one, and your twin flame is the perfect person to show you that. Your twin flame is the perfect person to hold you, to receive you, and to not make you feel judged. Next up, we have got abundance. Your twin flame lives an abundant life. They have a lot of resources in every sense of the way. They have spare resources to go on vacation, to invest in their health. I'm talking massages, I'm talking IV therapy, I'm talking supplements, I'm talking getaways for yoga retreats, meditation retreats. They live a very abundant life, and that is who they identify as. That is what they believe in, and they don't settle for any less. So your twin flame is an energetic match for abundance, and they're pulling you into that energy as well. There's a reason why they say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and why quite literally studies have shown that the people you hang out with are who you become. So if you hang out with people who make a certain amount of income, you tend to also be in that bracket, or stay in that bracket, or elevate to that bracket, or fall down to that bracket, depending on who you're hanging out with. So your twin flame has an extremely successful friend circle, very successful family. So they cannot fail. They want to stay in that energetic frequency, and they're always learning. They're always getting more information. They are currently back to studying. They're getting an extra degree. They are adding onto the studying that they've already done, because they are a lifelong learner. They love to be the type of person that knows a little bit about a lot of different things. They're a very open-minded person, and I see that you will meet them during a time where there is studying that's going on around you and around them. So either quite literally at university, it could be at a seminar, or at some sort of like deep dive weekend where you're doing a program that is educating you, where you're learning something, whether it's investing, whether it is health, whether it's a program at uni. As already mentioned, you're delving more deeply in with your person, which can happen at any age. Okay, so don't feel as though this means that if you did not meet them at uni, you won't meet them later on during an intensive weekend learning, where you're learning more about investing, stocks, creating your own online business presence, whatever it is that you're going to in form of a workshop. That is where you will meet them, and you will connect on the fact that you are both very driven. You're both very ambitious. You're both very driven, and you're both very ambitious. So my gorgeous Aquarius baby, this is the reading that I received for you. I trust that you found this insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section by leaving, let's say, a champagne bottle emoji below, to let me and others know that you are here, that you received this reading. You're ready to pop the champagne, alcohol free, of course. And any resources that you may be looking for, free PDFs, or how we can work together. If you would like to be mentored by me, please don't leave a comment, but instead just check out the description box. You'll find everything linked there. So my beautiful Aquarius baby, I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Pisces baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your reading that is based on your zodiac sign. I hope that you enjoyed part 1, which was based on one of the 4 groups that you chose to figure out more about your twin flame situation. Now let's talk all things Pisces, shall we? And get into everything that you need to know about your twin flame. So let's see what shows up. I do recommend that you watch your reading all the way to the end, because often towards the end of your reading, you'll find that some more epiphanies come together, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on those. But as usual, take what serves you, leave what doesn't. First and foremost, we've got the 10th house. The 10th house is the house of legacy, public image. It is the house that rules the zodiac sign of Capricorn. I see that your twin flame is a hard worker. They want the view, and they don't mind climbing. They want the view, and they're not afraid to roll up their sleeves and put in the hard work. And what they love about you is that you are self-made. What they love about you is that you're independent. What they love about you is that you are a hard worker as well, and you're the type of person that they can talk to about anything. They can actually have a deep intellectual conversation with you. Next, we've got Venus. Venus is the planet that rules Taurus, in case you didn't know. Venus is also the planet that rules Libra, and it is the planet of love, of beauty. It is the planet of balance and also harmony. And I want you to know that finding harmony, balance between work but also your private life is what your twin flame is going to bring into your life. I want you to understand your twin flame as someone that is meant to bring more balance, not take you out of a place of balance. And then we've got transits as well. You will meet your twin flame in a different climate than you are currently in. So think on a trip, think on a getaway, or while you are traveling for work, for business, for pleasure. You will meet them in a climate and during a time where you are in unknown territories, where you are in uncharted waters. So if you have a business trip that's coming up, or you've been thinking of booking that solo vacation, do it, my gorgeous Pisces, because that is twin flame territory. There will be so much change. That's what we've received next for your reading. So much positive change, so much change that allows you to be who you were always meant to be, that allows you to be in your childlike sense of wonderment, that allows you to be fun, to actually feel whole, to feel seen, to feel taken care of, that allows you to feel as though you're with someone who actually wants you to enjoy life. Next up, we have got simplicity. Seeing a white feather, and I'm getting again this Lana Del Rey song. It's called Grandfather, Please Stand on the Shoulders of My Father While He's Deep Sea Fishing. I know, it sounds so random, such a long name. You may think to yourself, what the hell, Vanessa? Listen into the song, you won't regret it. And at the beginning of the song, she says, 3 white feathers to let her know that you're near, or a white owl. So one thing that I'm getting here is the white feathers. Seeing a white feather to know that your twin flame is near. Seeing a white feather to know that you are on the right path. That is a symbol that will show up in your life in the next couple days to tell you you are on your right path, my gorgeous Pisces baby. Next up, within relaxation, a message that I'm getting here about your twin flame is relaxing, going on vacations, and finally having someone that you don't have to worry about. You don't feel like you have to check their text messages for whom they're talking to. You don't feel like they might be cheating or lying about anything. You don't feel like they're an irresponsible person. They're the type of person where you can lean back, you can relax, you can actually enjoy the connection and the relationship because they're mature, because they're the type of person that has done the inner work. The sea serpent, or shall I say the Ouroboros, because the symbol of a snake biting its own tail, it's called Ouroboros, in case you didn't know that, Pisces. Now, this Ouroboros shows us here that the symbol of eternity, the symbol of being together, the roundness, right? The circle keeps showing up, whether it's within this full moon, whether it's here within the Ouroboros, the sea serpent, whether it's in the transits, the 10th house, Venus, even change has a little bit of that roundness to it. I want you to know here the symbol of the circle, whether you were thinking of getting a tattoo of a circle, whether you were thinking of putting that into your home, a depiction that is like a mandala, like a circle that grows. I want you to know this is your symbol for eternity in this twin flame relationship. The constant showing up of circles, that will tell you that this is the right relationship to be in, because everything comes full circle, from going through hardship, challenges, and so on, to finally finding a place where you feel at home. I see here within the elk, and we have another circle again in the form of this moon. The elk shows leadership. The elk shows that while you may have felt like you had to often be too much in your masculine energy, you had to lead relationships in the past, which is so unnatural to you, the elk shows me that your full circle moment is being with someone who has leadership skills, qualities, and abilities. So it isn't just always all up to you. So you don't live a life full of pressure the entire time. That's not meant to be your life, Pisces. You're a very soft sign that is ruled by Neptune, and you are meant to have that softness be part of your romantic life. Next, we've got celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most. Today, celebrate, call up your best friend, call up someone to go out with them and to celebrate. I see that you will meet your twin flame during a time of celebration, during a time of being with one another and feeling like there's nothing that stands between you. You know, when you are in a room, at a party, at a get-together, you're talking to someone and it's like the entire room just evaporates and disappears, and like you only have eyes for this person, like this person is the only one that exists and everything else melts into the abyss. That's what I'm getting here with celebrate, and you meeting your twin flame during a celebration. And then we've got right path showing up for you. This is your confirmation, my gorgeous Pisces baby. If you were wondering whether you are on the right path, know that love is a beautiful journey and you're on the right path. This is your confirmation that you're on the right path to them. This is your confirmation that your twin flame is on this path that you are currently on. You are on direct route to your twin flame. Want to figure out what their zodiac sign is? For some additional information, we've got Aries energy. Aries is a sign that is a fire sign that is deeply connected to spirituality, but also creativity. That's one thing that I want you to know here. And then when it comes to month of the year, we have the number 8. Again, you see how we've got two circles stacked on one another with the number 8. And when we put it to the side, we've got the infinity symbol. The number 8 is your lucky number. The two circles, that is the unification of your twin flame relationship. Literally even getting a tattoo of the infinity symbol, which is one thing that I'm getting you both might do, either a tattoo or a very meaningful piece of jewelry, like your wedding ring actually having, you know, the 8, the infinity symbol being part of it, because that is your symbol. That is like your inside, not inside joke, but just connection, your symbol of your relationship that reminds you that it was meant to be. It was meant to be from the beginning, and it's meant to last forever. My gorgeous Pisces baby, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Let me know below in the comment section by leaving the number 8 or an infinity symbol below to claim this reading, to manifest it. All my other resources, from how we can work together on a day-to-day basis if you love this reading, if you want this type of guidance in your life all the time. All of that is linked below in the description box, so before you go on to write a comment about how we can connect, how you can get a private reading, check that out below. I've also got my PDF downloadables there as well. You've got all the resources, my gorgeous Pisces baby. And wherever you are on this planet, I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings.